I'm in my senior year, my last year at college.
Oh, it's the last year?
Yeah, it's my last year.
Yeah.
Already. Very young, was 70.
Well, good for you.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. Are you going to Europe this coming year?
I am going to the Azores. with
Yeah,
my
oh,
family.
that's right. That's right, that's
For the first time, I'm really
For
excited.
the first time, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is this gonna...
Just so she can look at the notes. So it's just recording, that's all.
Yeah, I'm not
Don't
gonna-
worry. She's not going to show it to anybody. Don't worry.
Yeah, I don't know, but, well, what's the first question? Since
Yes.
if I know.
Okay.
How old
I think you know. Yeah, the first question is when and where were you born?
I was born in Massachusetts in 1917. Oh, long time ago. July the 2nd, you know the date.
I know
July
the
2nd.
date. Okay. Where in Massachusetts was it?
New Bedford.
New Bedford.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All of us, me and your father and T. George, we were all born in Massachusetts. Yeah.
Tell us about your parents.
My parents in San Miguel. Luma de São Pedro.
So when did they come to America?
Oh, you know, my father, I think he was 17 years old when he came in America. And my mother was 16, and she got married September the 23rd, 1916.
Oh.
She was 16 years old when she came to America, but she got married in 1916. And I was married. I was born 1 year after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 1917. Yeah.
Did they meet? How did they meet? Did they know each other, the families?
Because they're from the same village.
Oh.
They're from the same
okay.
village. But they were not. They were young. My mother was a little girl, and he was a young boy. Then over here in America, I think they met over here in New Bedford. Yeah, and they got married. You have that big picture of them.
I do. And I have the little one. That big one's from the little one.
Okay, it says in the back, my uncle, brother, wrote.
That's right. It does say something on the back. Yeah. So they had a lot of family there.
Well, in
both sides. They had all their family, a lot of their family
there.
there.
My father's side is not too big.
Oh, really?
It's just a brother and a sister.
Oh.
My mother's side is a big one.
Olivera?
Yeah, the Oliveras there were 5 in America and 5 in the Azores.
Kids? There were 10 of them?
My grandmother had it.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
All lived, too, huh?
They were all living.
Yeah.
You know, my grandmother lost her 3 daughters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Little? Or?
No. My mother was 36.
Oh, that's true. What am I thinking?
And my aunts were about 40-something.
Oh, okay. Well, go on back to your thing. I'm getting off track.
No, that's on track.
It is?
Yeah, it says, parents, family background.
So what did how about this? What did your father do for a living?
That's the next question.
That's the next question. It's a good question.
We just say businessman. Nobody has to know the rest.
Well, like I said, no one's going to see this tape. It's just interesting.
You know what you used to do?
Tell me about it. I want to hear you tell me.
He used to sell
moonshine.
Moonshine.
Well, was it a certain?
He had a good living.
How did he make it? Where did he have you didn't know? What do you remember about it?
About making the moonshine? They had people doing it, and he used to buy it.
Was it a pretty? Oh, he'd buy it.
I think it was like that because I was young myself.
Right.
He used to buy barrels, and then he used to put in little bottles. You know those flat bottles?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he used to sell it. He had a little store. Yeah, but he He had somebody working for him. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, did he have a who had the cafe?
It was him.
He had a cafe.
Yeah, it was like a cafe. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was kind of like a front. The cafe was legitimate.
Yeah, and then in the back they used to make the moonshine business.
Was that in New Bedford?
No, all in New Bedford.
All in New Bedford?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're doing this business and it's going pretty good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
And those days that there was the depression.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you always hear about that type of business being involved with mafia, or
if it was,
you don't know. Yeah.
No, that's that part I don't know.
No.
No.
No one ever talked about that.
No.
So what was your house like?
One time when I went there for a party, a family party, I had a cousin from Fall River,
Yes.
my oldest cousin, and she screamed at me, Mamie! They called me Mamie in New Bedford.
Really?
Yeah, they still call me, the ones that are living, they still call me Mamie. Mamie! Hey, your father, if he was living, he would be a mafia. I said, I didn't even answer.
Jeez. Wow. When did they say that? You mean later?
Just in the... Yeah. She was saying that in the play. Yeah, but she told me, she told what she wanted to say. Yeah.
So did you guys have a nice house?
Well, we used to live in a tenement, those tenements. It was okay, it was nice. And he was thinking about buying a nice cottage, but then he decided to go to the old country.
What made him decide to go?
I don't know. I have the impression that he didn't want to live that life anymore. And he went to the old country so he could relax.
Get away.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
And then, we were... Your father was young. But he went one time, before he decided to go for all the time, he went one time when my mother was pregnant with your father, 1928. 1928, she was pregnant, and he went by himself to the old country to look around, and then we went in 1931.
Okay.
Yeah, so far...
Well, I'm curious about so you decide you're gonna move. Was everybody surprised you were gonna move back to the Azores?
Well, my cousins and my uncle. My mother didn't want to go. She went because her husband wanted to go. And then he built the house that we have in the Lumberton Place. Yeah, he sent the money to my uncle to build it, and then when it was done, that's when we went.
Oh.
Yeah. It was a nice house.
Yes.
And it's still a nice house. Whoever bought it takes good care of it. Yeah.
So she didn't want to go, but she went.
She didn't want
so
to
there
go.
was like a goodbye party and all
her
that.
husband wanted to go. She would never leave him go by himself.
Well, no.
Yeah.
I don't blame her.
She started thinking about going in 1928, and we just left in 1931. Yeah.
So it took a while.
It took a while, and she was working, and he had his job.
So you were going to elementary school then, Becky? You were going to school?
Abraham Lincoln School. I went to a Catholic school, St. Killian's, and then I went to Abraham Lincoln, and that's where I left from Abraham Lincoln.
So you went to Catholic school up to what grade? Like fourth, fifth?
Third or
fourth?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, and then you went to public school?
Exactly, yeah.
Then you moved to public school?
Yeah, because we were thinking about coming to America.
You mean the Azores, yeah.
And that summer, I thought we were going to come to San Miguel, and I left the school, the Catholic school, and then because we didn't come, I went to the public school, Abraham Lincoln. I stayed there still, I think 2 years or something.
Did you have help at home, or did your mom do everything? Wash the dishes?
My grandmother lived with us.
Oh, I didn't know. Your mom's side?
No.
Father's side?
My grandmother, my mother's side, Nika, she never left San Miguel.
Oh.
No, it was my father's mother.
Oh, she lived with you guys?
All the time. She was the one, I was raised with her. And my brothers.
So did she go to the Azores when you guys went to the Azores?
She went, I don't remember when she went.
No, but I mean when you moved back to the Azores.
Oh, she went with us.
Oh, she did?
Oh, she did, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, she lives with us all the time.
What was her name?
Oh,
That's a good question.
I think it was Zing. I'm not sure exactly what. And a that was her name.
So she helped with the household chores.
She took care of us. Oh yeah.
But your mom didn't work outside
My
the
mother
house, did she? Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
My mother worked in the factory, and my father didn't want her to work. But
I didn't know that.
She worked.
What do you mean? He didn't want her to work?
He used to say, "Why should you work?" But she said, "No, I work. I have my own money."
What kind of factory?
They used to make spools of different things. I don't know exactly how it was. Yeah. Oh yeah, she worked. Yeah, she used to leave, and she used to walk in the winter time at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work. At that time, you used to work many hours, and on Saturday until 12 o'clock.
Yeah, 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Until 12 noon, and then she used to come home, and I used to like to clean everything so we could go shopping. We used to go in they had electric cars and that. That was nice, it was electric cars. We used to go to the city.
Oh, really? What do you mean the city? What city? The Boston? No.
New Bedford.
New Bedford.
But we used to live out of the big city. Yeah.
So you could go into town and do some shopping?
We used to go to the big city.
Yeah.
We used to go to the theater. We used to go, and then buy a few things and go home. And my grandmother was with your father, and
so it was just you and your mother.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I see.
Why should we take kids? They used to stay home like that.
She was
Nice,
crazy
nice babies.
She was crazy about that grandma.
Oh. But you went shopping with your mother or with your grandmother?
My mother. No,
your mother.
No, my grandmother was home.
She stayed home with the little kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, on Sundays we used to... my father used to be home on Sundays with us. We used to have breakfast together, lunch together, and then we used to go and visit... because my father always had a car.
He had a car?
All the time. I never remember him not having a car. At that time there was not too many cars. Over then, where we used to live, I think he was the only one that had a...
Even in New Bedford?
In New Bedford, yeah. And he bought a brand new one to take to the old country.
Oh, he took that from back east?
1931 he bought it. I still remember he going upstairs. He says, "Hey, you want to see our new car?" And me and my mother just went down the stairs fast to the garage and look at it.
So you had a garage at the tenement house?
Oh yeah, we had a garage. That's why you liked to live where we lived, because it had a nice garage, and he used to put the moonshine in the car without nobody seeing it.
Handy. Well, didn't you say once that you were used to deliver? That you delivered some for him?
When he went to the old country, and my mother was pregnant with your father.
And he was over there checking it out, and you...
sometimes the person that used to take care of the store, used to say that they needed something. So my mother used to fill up a little jar, put in a bag like grocery. But at that time it was easy because there was not too many people. Yeah, I used to go and take it to the store. It I think it was a little too much. 11 years old.
You were 11 years
Yeah.
old? And what do you mean you took it to the store? Just carried it? Or?
I carried my own.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, what were they doing with it? Were
That's
they
why I'm so
selling it
small.
in bottles?
And drinks and drinks.
And they were selling, did they have a little bar in the back? Or?
In the back, they had a little table, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But at that time, the policemen were...
In with it.
Huh?
You mean the police were, they're okay.
They said money out of the back. I think it was like that, yeah.
Yeah.
She knew she was carrying something illegal too. 'Cause
Yeah,
she
yeah.
would get nervous about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's the story of my life.
Wow. So the little boys were born, and then you were moving back to the Azores, and she was pregnant. But you already knew she was sick? Did she know she was
No, at
sick?
that time she was still okay.
Yeah.
But that's when your father was born.
Oh, that time, yes.
Yeah. 1928.
Yes.
Yeah.
But later, when you decided to go back,
Well, when we went back, I think she wasn't all feeling. She was not feeling well. But then after she got pregnant with Tulip, I think it was worse. It got worse, and that's what killed her.
yeah, what was it though?
Cancer?
You don't know what
That's-
kind exactly.
No, I don't know. I think it was in the liver. I'm not sure.
That'd be bad. So she knew she was sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She knew she was gonna die. Yeah. And then when Tulip was born, it was 4 months, and she was not well at all. And she told me, "Well, you're too young to take care of him. But even so, I want to tell you how to bat him and things like that." And I still can see her teaching me how to do it. Yeah.
And how old were you?
I
At
was
that time?
14.
14.
15, yeah. And then I had a cousin that came and lived with me, and me and her used to take care of him.
How old was your cousin?
My cousin was about, older than me. She was older than me.
Now this is back in the Azores.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
there's
was
a-
all in San
Well,
Miguel.
when you moved to the Azores, and he built the house.
Huh?
He built the house.
Oh, it was built.
He
already.
had the car taken over
we had
there.
a car, and my mother took a lot of furniture.
Furniture.
Nice furniture.
Yeah.
Hey, the house was nice. It was a nice house.
So what did he do over there for work?
He bought some cows, and he used to love to go and see the cows in the field. But he didn't. He had somebody working for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he had free time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All the free time in the world.
And your mom didn't work either then
No,
once she
over
went back.
there.
There was no.
Yeah, and she was sick.
She was sick. Poor
Even
thing.
so, she wouldn't work there. But she didn't care to be in a little something.
No?
No.
A little isolated, huh?
Yeah. Even so, she had the mother and brothers over there. And so my father he was going to buy a house in Punta Delgado, but then she got worse and she died.
So that's.
Yeah,
Then he
that was
stayed.
it. That was it. Yeah.
Jeez. Have I been skipping too far ahead?
No, this is good. there's nothing to skip. It's just
Well, let me
Talk
go
about your life.
back a little bit. When you were in New Bedford,
Yeah.
and you'd go shopping,
Yeah.
were you buying clothes off the rack,
yeah,
or did you buy material and sew?
Oh,
or-
we used to love to. I used to love to buy material.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I had a cousin, a second cousin, in Fairhaven, that she used to like to sew, and I used to love, at that time, nice cotton material, 10 cents a yard and things like that.
yeah.
I used to love to buy it, and I used to go on the electric cars to her house, and she made me cute dresses.
Oh.
Yeah, cute dresses.
Well, did you, as far as the cute dresses, were there magazines that you like to read, or
I used to have magazines, and I used to take my favorite actresses and cut them and put them in there. I had that magazine, and I put it upstairs. So
Oh, you had like a folder full of
I had
cutout
the
things?
magazine. I used to paste
Yeah.
the actors that I
Yeah,
liked.
yeah.
Yeah, and I left it there. But I said, one day if it came back, I'll take it. It'd be nice because it was
Oh, I
something
know.
too limp. You got rid of
I
everything.
know. I can't take
Got
it.
rid of my mother's wedding dress.
Oh, I can't take it.
Yeah, and other things that I had that I left in the attic. In the
I
room.
know, and we used to, well, we're way ahead, but when I went with my dad,
Yeah.
we'd look and he'd say, don't touch anything, it's all to Liam's, don't touch anything.
know.
We should have stole something.
Yeah.
That's what we should have done.
And even a lot of things. He took over. And then he got rid of them.
Okay, well,
So a
we're
few
jumping ahead.
Yeah, a
A
few
little
things
bit.
that I liked. That I said, one day if I come back, I'll...
Yeah. That's too bad. So, what do you remember? Who your favorite movie stars were?
She had a stack of their pictures.
Rudy Valley.
Oh,
And I know some more names, but I can't think about them right now.
how about movies? Do you remember any movies that you liked
movies,
a lot?
Yeah, Gone with the Wind. No.
Gone with later. Yeah.
Sleeping the Clouds Away with Maurice Chevalier.
Oh, what was it called?
Sweeping the Clouds Away.
Sweeping the Clouds Away with Maurice Chevalier.
With Maurice Chevalier. He was a good actor.
Yeah, I know. The French
Such
guy,
movies,
right?
guy,
But you were obviously bilingual.
Huh?
You obviously spoke English and Portuguese pretty
Yeah.
well
the
because you were.
Portuguese was-
The Portuguese wasn't so
it was
well.
half and half. Well, but I did it. Yeah. You know, we used to have there was a lot of French people in New Bedford from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
They had a Canadian. I have two cousins that were married with
Canadians.
Yeah, Canadians. Yeah.
So did you speak a little French?
Uh-huh.
So could you speak a little French?
No, my mother used to know a lot of French because in the factory there was a lot of people who were French, so she knew better a little French than English.
Oh wow.
Ask her about how the French and the Portuguese mingled.
Oh yeah. Did the French and the Portuguese get along pretty good?
Yeah,
Ma, you had
that's for the good French. Our kids that we used to be.
tell them about it.
Because you know the French kids used to speak always French.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's no English. It's like the Mexicans over here.
Yeah.
Same thing, yeah.
So they were immigrants from Canada.
Well, the parents.
The parents.
But they used to have French schools. Oh, yeah, they used to teach French.
What
Yeah.
would they call each other?
Yeah.
Oh, did they? Well, okay. So, did you guys have names for did you call names a little bit? Because I know my dad's told me stories.
When we used to have a misunderstanding, we used to say French baboo and things like that.
French what?
Baboo.
Baboo.
There was more than that,
Yeah,
Ma.
something made up.
Well, my dad said they used to yell Portuguese Manel stink like hell.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
So I thought maybe there was one that you would say for the French kids.
And we used to answer, and French baboo, shit in the shoe. Things for kids. Those were the days.
French baboo. Okay, shit in a shoe. That's nice.
I bet you're fine.
How am I doing?
Fine.
You're not saying anything.
There's no. I mean, it's just.
It's a guideline. It's a
not-
vague
it's not-
guideline.
Yeah, it's very vague.
So you're in the Azores.
Huh?
So we're going to go back to the Azores now.
Yeah.
Okay, so your mom unfortunately gets
Yeah,
sick.
passed on, yeah.
Poor thing. And you're there. Were you expected to take care of the kids with your cousin? Were you the
Yeah, we did.
that's it?
We
though?
did,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you have help in the house? Did you have a maid or?
Well, we did have, and we had, and my father had somebody helping him with the cows and things like that. Yeah.
And I know
So
your house.
Your father was crazy about his father. Oh my goodness! He used to sit in his shoes. Perhaps it was sure that his father wouldn't leave him. He used to sit in his shoes.
Yeah, because
He was so cute. He was a cute kid anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was very cute when he was little. Yeah. And he was handsome when he was big, when he was a man, yeah. But he was cute when he was a kid. One day he left the house. We have to go after. We didn't know where he was. And
how old was he?
he was a little baby, a little kid, maybe 2 or 3 years old. Oh, we were so worried. And then we saw him. We were looking for him, and he was somebody that found him, put him in the. We called it piazza. I don't know if this. It's like a little thing. A piazza. You don't know it's a piazza.
Do you know what a piazza is?
No.
What's a
Is it a
piazza?
porch?
It's like a little porch, but it's
porch?
in the house.
Oh yeah, okay.
Over there, they
Like a balcony or like a?
like a little something, yeah. And we looked at, well, at that time there was not too much traffic.
Yeah.
There he was.
Up in the, just sitting there.
Was looking. Well, the lady that found him put him over there on purpose because
So you guys would find him?
Yeah.
Well, you must have, everybody must have known each other.
Well, no, not exactly. Well, we know the people that used to live in the.
Right. I mean, you knew who.
Yeah, more or less.
More or less.
Yeah.
Well, it's a pretty small town.
It was. I don't know how many people there was, but at that time. It was okay.
Wait a minute.
It was a city.
This was New Bedford you're
New
talking about?
Bedford.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Azores.
Oh, I was talking about the.
I'm like, that's
No.
small.
I was talking about
It was
the
like
Bedford.
2 or
Oh,
3.
okay.
Yeah,
I was
moved,
confused.
That was a mix-up.
So in New Bedford.
No, but in the old country, when we went to the old country, that's that I was saying about him sitting in the shoes. It was in the old country.
Yeah.
This him getting lost was before we went to the old country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Now it's explained.
So
And
you're in. So now you're taking care. Did you go to school in the Azores though?
A little bit. My mother wanted to put me in a special school, but then she got so sick, and yeah.
That's unfortunate. So you didn't go to school after that?
No, I didn't go. I stayed home.
Stayed home.
Yeah, looking after the kids, the 3 of them.
But that wasn't unusual. People usually went up to 4th grade anyway. Most of the people.
True, I guess. So now you're there, and your father is just taking care of the cows
Oh, no, he just
and having a nice
time. Yeah.
nice time. I know my dad has said that you guys had you had a record player.
Oh yes, we did.
But there was
at that time there was nobody with records player. We had, and we took a lot of
records.
Records, yeah.
But was there electricity in the village in the Azores?
No,
Not at all.
No. Never. Not even them. When we didn't have
Not
electricity.
even when you went there the first time.
No, I know.
No,
I know.
I bet when you went there was no electricity.
When I went, maybe the first time when I was real little. The second time, they already had it for some time during the day. Just a few hours during the
and
day.
very weak. Yeah.
Wow.
Now it's okay. Now it's just like.
So you didn't have electricity, but you had indoor plumbing. Your house
We had a bathroom.
You guys had a
Yeah.
bathroom.
Oh,
yes.
yes. No,
Which I don't think, I think a lot of people, some people didn't even have that.
No, most of the people of the little towns didn't have it.
No. So you had indoor plumbing. Did you have a water heater?
Huh?
Did you have a heater for the water?
No. The heater water was
On the stove?
On the stove with the little wood. No.
Well, I know you had that old tub. You had a bathtub in there.
We did have it. To take a bath, there was a lot of hot water.
So it was hardly worth
We
it.
couldn't be taking a bath every day. It was too much. Well, but they had those bidets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like my uncles, they used to. My grandmother had she had a little bitty house. Yeah. And she used to take care of she has some sons still at home. So when they come from work, they had a little thing, all eat out like we call it. with
Like a
hot
bucket,
water, and they wash their feet, and they wash things like the face and hands and arms. Yeah, that was their bath.
And they were lucky to have it. I have to change cameras because this thing is getting full. But you guys can keep talking.
Yeah, you still.
What?
This thing's full,
Oh,
unfortunately.
do you have another one?
Yeah,
Okay.
because
And said, Hex, get away from me.
it's too late.
Too late, yeah. That is right. Too late to do it. Yeah.
It's too late now.
It's too bad. Yeah.
I know.
It's already done.
So here we okay. So we're in the Azores, right? And so we're in the Azores. You're taking care of the three little brothers, right?
Yeah.
Three little brothers. How old were? Let's see. So the baby. How old? George is how many years younger than you?
7.
Oh, he's 7 years younger than you, and
Your
then
father's 11.
11, and then
And the Olympia's 15.
wow. Okay, there's a lot of space.
Yeah, well, between me and George was 2 girls my mother loved.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, don't you see the picture I have in there?
I'll
I'm
look.
with one of my little sisters.
Oh, I gotta see that. I'll look at that in a minute. Maybe I'll take a picture of it.
Yeah.
You had 2 little sisters?
Huh?
You had 2 little sisters?
She was 2 years old, I think, 2 or 3 years old, when she went to the hospital for some reason, and but she died at home. She had a tube in her back. I don't know what was.
You didn't know exactly what happened?
I don't know what it was, but she had a tube, and they used to come push. I don't know, something used to come out of her back. And
So she always had that, or she had that after she went to the hospital?
She was a healthy little girl. She was Alice, yeah. I remember.
Alice? Oh.
Yeah, that was it. Her name was Alice. I remember her, and I remember being in the coffin. I was 7, yeah. And then to George, I'm 7 years old. I remember being alone, the only child. Oh, he was already 7 different years.
Yeah, it's a lot of long.
Yeah.
So it was you had a little sister who died, and another little sister?
Josephine, yeah, another little sister.
And how old was she? What happened with her?
She was a baby. I don't remember
too much.
Of her. She died before.
She died she was born alive, and then she died.
She was born alive, but she died not too long after. Yeah. I don't know what happened to her. And then my mother got another baby. That's the one that's
Mary Alice. That's Alice.
3 years old. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know
my
that.
mother was so afraid of sending the kids to the hospital. George had to have the tonsils taken out, and at that time they could do. The 2 doctors went to the house.
They did it at the house?
In the house, and me and my mother cried because he had the anesthesia.
Yeah.
He was like that,
Yes. It is. It's scary.
It is scary. And then they put something in their mouth, and they went with the scissors and cut out.
Right there in the house?
Yeah, on top of the table. They put some white sheets and things. They took it like in the hospital, on top of the dining table.
Wow.
And then a poor kid, he got sick. He started to vomit. Yeah, well, that it's tough.
It is tough. It still can make you sick. You got sick when you had anesthesia.
Yeah,
They looked at your throat.
Yeah. And then he was in bed vomiting. Oh, crying.
Oh my God.
Poor little guy.
Well, even when your mom had the babies, did she have the babies at home?
At home, yeah.
So did her.
Yeah,
Well,
but
so did she. We haven't even got there yet.
yeah, the doctor used to go. The doctor used to go to the house.
So was it a doctor or a
A
midwife?
doctor. I think it was a doctor because she had I remember when your father was born. I had gone to the catechism, the church. When I came back, she had the baby already. The neighbor from upstairs was, in the room with her. And then I went and said, I looked at him, he was dark. He was dark complexion. So he looks like a little black boy. This boy, yes, he was in bed with my mother. He was dark. He is.
Still is, yeah.
So I remember the day he was born. Yeah. I still can see the lady that said, "Hey, your mother had a baby."
When you were in the Azores then, and Talib must have been born at home too.
Oh, yeah. I remember him being born, yeah.
But back then, was it natural childbirth, or did they give you medicine, or
No,
nothing?
What for? It's too much work.
So now what did you do for fun in the Azores?
I don't even know. I used to run up and down. You know the elevator that after to go to my grandmother's house. I didn't know how to walk when those. I was running back and forth, back and forth.
Run. Oh my God.
Well, we used to get together with friends. You know that. You know, Yolanda. She had sisters. We used to get together. We used to go. To take baths over there. We're in that ocean. We used to go deep, you know. We used to do things.
Did you go swimming?
No, I never swim. But we used to.
Because I know my mom never learned to swim.
No, I never learned.
You never learned to swim?
No, but I could have learned because in Massachusetts, my cousins, I used to go spend the weeks with my cousins, and they used to live by the ocean, and we used to go every day to the ocean. And all of them used to swim. I know. I used to go to the water and do things, but I never knew how to swim. I can't believe it. Yeah. And it was in the ocean. It was nice. Yeah.
Did you ever learn to ride a bike?
That's another
Because my
thing.
mom never learned to ride a bike. No?
No. Well, no, there was not a lot of people used to ride bikes when I was little. But no, I never learned. What can you do? Good thing I learned how to drive.
I remember you told me once that when you were still going back to New Bedford,
Yeah.
that they gave you a birthday party when you turned 13.
Yeah. I was 13 years old.
And it was like was it a surprise?
It was a
or-
surprise, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I went to my uncle. My uncle used to live in Rhode Island.
yeah.
He used to live in a beautiful place that used to belong to a millionaire. And he used to take care of
He was
the
like a
place.
caretaker?
Huh?
He was a caretaker?
He used to take care of the place, yeah. Oh, beautiful place. I used to love to go over there.
Like one of those like those real fancy houses? Or?
A very nice fancy home. It was a beautiful place. Your father knows. Your father used to go there a lot of times after he went there. And then I used to love to go. My uncle had a nice cottage from
On the grounds?
It wasn't his. It was the owners, and they had a nice, beautiful, big house. And in the summer, they used to go to New York. They had houses.
The owners of the house.
the owners
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
house. My uncle was always there. Yeah. So he used to. His wife had two sisters that used to take care of the house in the summertime. So I used to love to go. So I could go to the house. I used to love to see the house.
Oh, wow. Do you know whatever happened to you don't know where the house... Would you be able to find the house if you went again?
Rhode Island, I don't know.
I wonder.
In Bristol, Rhode Island. No, it wasn't Bristol. It was in Rhode Island. Rhode Island, they have beautiful
They
homes
do.
over there.
Yes,
You went there?
I've been there in Newport.
Yeah, they have beautiful homes.
Actually saw that. When I
Yeah.
They have very pretty homes.
So then who gave you
It's
the
a pretty
party?
place.
Was that the uncle who gave you the party?
No, my mother and father.
Oh, okay.
And he brought me. I was there. I went
okay.
and spent like usual. Every year I used to go and spend 1 week there. When the sisters were there, yeah. And so he brought me home. And when I got home, whoa, what a surprise! Yeah. I have a gift my uncle gave me. I have it over there in the living room.
Oh.
When we want to go and see it, we go and see it.
What is it?
It's a little, I don't know how you call it in English.
What?
A kind of quartz thing in me.
Oh, behind the sofa?
Huh?
What? What?
Yeah.
Picture behind the sofa.
Yeah, I'm going to show Mary.
Was that a present?
It's this one.
The picture?
Yeah. That's, I put it in the frame.
Hey there!
Hi. I'll pause for a minute. Oh, it's like a
Mary.
Oh, it's beautiful. Let me see my battery.
So I still, now how did they meet? It was at a
At a
festa.
festa.
At a festa?
Yeah.
Did he walk up to you? Did he say, do you want?
No, we just, then after
Oh, after that?
well, after we saw each other, then it was the story.
Did he tell you how beautiful you were and he couldn't live without you? No?
I don't even remember.
No?
I was so young.
Did he tell you that you made his heart stop and that he couldn't make it? He was like, well, wait a second. I don't know. My heart stopped
My
beating.
heart isn't beating.
Here, hold my hand.
Okay. But wait, stop. By the time you met him, had your father already passed away?
Yeah, she's going
I
to have to
think
answer.
so.
You think so?
Yes.
So when your your father gets sick and he's
Yeah.
gonna die, and he knows he's gonna die.
No, well,
He didn't know he was gonna die.
he was sick. My mother knew, but I never heard him saying that.
No.
No.
So it was kind of like a surprise then.
Yeah, he was.
It's a
Poor
shock.
guy was very sick.
He was very sick,
That was it.
like just bedridden.
Huh?
He was in bed, ridden.
Yeah, he was in bed for a while. Yeah. Yeah, the doctors and everything.
Yeah.
At that time, it was it could have been better if it was nowadays. Maybe.
Well, maybe, sure.
You never know.
Never know. So when he died, now you're thinking, I have to. Did you have anyone else living with you?
It was my cousin.
Just your cousin, your older cousin. So you guys are taking care of the kids.
Yeah. And then I had my grandmother that lived not too far from us.
But this is on your father's side, the grandmother.
My mother's side.
Oh,
My
she
fa-
had come back with you.
My mother's side lived in the Lumberson.
Okay.
My mother's side never left the Lumberson place.
Okay, got it. I'm so
My
confused.
father's side, she went to America, I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
She went to America, I think the family went to America.
Mm-hmm.
Her, my grandmother, my grandfather, because it's so, see the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was in New Bedford.
Okay.
This girl, I don't know who she is.
Really?
But, but this is my father, my grandfather. He died, he was still single. I think he died young. Yeah.
Okay.
See,
So now you're a single woman wandering around at Festa. You have all these little kids to take care of. You still have your little brothers.
yeah.
Were they going to school? They were going to school.
Well.
Yeah,
Me
you
and
were
my
doing
cousin,
fine.
We did it well.
And you had a lot of family around.
Yeah, right. And then I had my grandmother, and my aunt, and I had all the family around me, my mother's family.
So you see your husband at a festa. If he's in this, is he dressed in a seminary suit or is he just regular clothes?
No. When he left seminary, he left everything.
So he had already left the seminary. When you met him, he had already left the seminary?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
and so
that.
it tells us.
Okay, wait a minute. How old was he?
Well, he's 3 years older.
Oh, he's
than
only
me.
3 years older than
Yeah,
you?
he's 3 years
Oh,
older.
okay. So he's young too.
Yeah. Oh, he was 20 when he got married. I was
Okay.
17, he was 20. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys get married and you move into where? Where did you guys live?
We lived in the house,
your parents' house.
Yeah.
And you had all the little brothers.
Oh, yeah.
And my dad says it was a little bit of I think it was a little bit of a shock for him to have to be there because he doesn't. I think he had a lot of freedom Maybe. it was a sock to his system.
He used to love his father too a lot.
Yeah. It was hard.
My father, when he used to go somewhere by himself, he used to tell me, yeah, take Joe to the room and entertain him so I can leave. Because he never used to leave him alone. He was always after him. He used to sit on his shoes so he wouldn't go places.
So when you got married, did you have like a big wedding or just quiet?
A small wedding.
Really? Did you have a wedding gown?
I had
Just a normal dress?
My parents were gone, so
Got a picture there.
But I got married.
You got married?
In a little bitty church.
Oh, where? The one in Lomba?
Somewhere.
Oh, you'll see that.
You know, well, then when she goes there, there's someone she's going to show you.
What year was that?
A little bitty house, a little bitty church.
What year did you get married? What year? Yeah, how old were you?
When I got married, I was 17.
But what year was that? 1934?
Yeah, around there somewhere.
That sounds right.
And so you just were busy. You never had a job in a factory or anything because you were too busy with
there was no factories in
No.
there anyway.
And you still had your mom and dad's car, your dad's car.
Yeah.
And then
it lasted. It lasts a long time.
it does, yeah. So T. David, then what did he do if he wasn't going to be a priest?
No.
What did he decide?
We had a store there. Your father knows the store.
And was that in Lomba or in Fanage? Oh, in Fanage.
Lomba didn't we then.
What kind of store? What kind of store was it?
It had different things. We had material, we had all different things, and groceries, just dried like sugar and things like that. It was okay. We made a living.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And he said even you had, like oil for the lamps.
Yeah.
I don't know why we started talking about oil with the lamps. He remembers that.
As well.
Yeah, but he's not here, so.
He knows well that.
And then you had David was the first.
Yeah, the first one.
Let's see, what year was David born?
He was born in a room with some place in our house. Yeah. And then we moved to Freitas because of the store. Yeah.
Oh, you did move to Fanage?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
We lived
All of us were born there.
So all you guys were born there.
Yeah.
We were talking about you had your babies at home.
Oh yeah. Where else? But today it's not like that. Today they go to the hospital, like over here.
Yeah. No, I see that. And
my grandmother used to be how do they call it? A louse.
She was
she delivered.
Oh, midwife?
Oh yeah.
Your grandmother?
My mother's mother.
Really?
The other one.
Your great grandmother.
Yeah, my great
She was
grandmother.
good.
Oh yeah. So did she help you?
No. I almost helped myself.
What do you mean?
Yeah. One time I had my baby by myself.
All by yourself?
You better believe it. Nobody else was going to do nothing for me.
Which one?
What was the longest time?
Which one? Can you
I
remember?
don't remember which one. Oh, it was it.
There were so many.
It was one of them. Hey, this is 97 years old is getting
Hey, you're doing pretty good.
forgettable.
Yeah, no. So you had the baby by
I
yourself?
had everything ready.
You knew you were gonna have the baby.
Everything ready.
You had everything ready.
You better believe
You had
it.
to cut the cord and
You better
everything.
believe it.
Oh my goodness. Well, good. And then you just cleaned yourself up and
Do you better? Well, I wasn't going to stay dirty. That's
cleaned up the baby.
Yeah.
But then you maybe had the doctor came by to see how you were doing or anything.
The doctor was my neighbor.
No.
He was my neighbor. If I needed something, I could call him. But I didn't need it.
Yeah.
Everything was okay. You know, Noemi, Mary Jo's sister-in-law, his brother, his wife, the brother's wife, it was nice too.
Okay.
Poor thing, she had a baby, and the doctor went there. And then after she had the baby, they called the doctor because she was bleeding, and she died.
She did die.
Yeah. So this thing of going to the hospital is better.
I'd say
Yeah.
if you have, because if you start hemorrhaging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That poor thing, she was, and when the doctor went right away. When he got there, she looked at the doctor. She says, "Doctor, I don't see you anymore." She already had, she passed on. You never know.
No, you never know.
It's a dangerous thing. Yeah.
Well, that's very true. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very dangerous. So you had David first, and you had the little girl what was her name?
Alice.
Another Alice?
Mary Jo.
Oh, I was just like, I don't think it was Alice.
Mary Jo.
Mary Jo. And how did she die? Was she the one that...
In the tank.
In the tank. Oh,
In the
it's a
tank of
horrible
water.
story. That is a horrible story.
She was 18 months.
18 months?
Yeah, but she used to walk very well, and she went downstairs. It didn't take no time at all. Not even seconds. Yeah.
That's why I've been very paranoid about water
And
myself.
they didn't have too much water. They had about like this.
Right. That's
Right.
it.
Yeah,
That's all it took.
She passed out when she fell with her.
I must have been, yeah.
And
Yeah,
that
maybe
took
she
over her
knocked her
face.
head in some because it was a little tank.
And that was your first girl, right? You had David and then her. Oh, that must have been terrible. Horrible.
Oh. Hey,
My
just
dad.
when we go through things like that we know.
Right.
We know how it is. Yeah. When we go through things like
It's hard to imagine.
yeah, it's hard to imagine. We say, oh, to put that's what we know. It's never like when you go through things like that.
No. Oh, poor little thing. So my dad does remember that.
Yeah, he was no,
That's not
he
something-
remembers.
he said he
was in the
remembers.
coffin. He
Yeah.
was in, he went to
Well, he
the-
wasn't that. He was older.
He went to the little bed, and when he came, I can see him crying when he looked at the coffin and saw her when she was laying down. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. So she was 18 months. Did you have another baby already? Or no?
No, another one. Yeah.
Next
but
one?
The other one died right after she was born.
Oh, yeah.
And the doctor was there all the time and
Yeah.
everything.
It just didn't work. So that was the 1, 2, 3. The third one was also a
Was a
little
boy,
girl.
yeah.
Oh, a little boy.
And he was so good. But then I think if it was today, he wouldn't.
He would have made it. Yeah.
No, he has something in his heart.
Oh. So then it's the fourth, Margaret.
I thought I was the third.
Wait a minute, I'm losing track. Wait, we had David. We had the little girl, Mary Jo.
And Cecilia.
Oh, Cecilia.
Well, Cecilia
Yeah,
came
well,
later.
Betty.
I was the third.
You were the third. Margaret was the third.
Yeah.
I was the third one.
Yeah.
Oh, and then after Margaret was Cecilia,
Yeah, Cecilia.
and she was baby still.
Yeah, she
And
was.
it was
She was
Joe.
the
No,
days
it's
of-
you and I. It has to be me because her and I are just a year and a half apart.
Okay, well then we forget about you. We got David, Mary Jo, Margaret, and Gabriel.
Yeah.
Then Cecilia, maybe.
Cecilia. No, I think Cecilia was before.
Then it was Joe.
Then it was
Oh yeah, it was.
Joe.
And
I
then it
forgot
was
about.
Cecilia.
Then it was Cecilia. Oh, okay.
I think so. It was like I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
And the
exactly.
last one was Mary Alice.
Yeah.
And then you didn't have any more after that.
Huh?
Then you were done, right?
That was enough is enough.
And they were all born in the Azores.
All of them.
Things
All
working
of them over there.
all over there.
Yeah.
And still running the store.
Huh?
You're still running the store with
Oh,
your
yes,
husband.
we had it until we came to America, and then Lim took over.
And meanwhile, so you've got your children and your little brothers. right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So-
you know, my brother David and the Olympians just 3 years apart.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that something? So David and Tulip, yeah, they're only 3 years apart.
Yeah, that's true.
Just so cute. And so were George and my dad
Yeah.
and
Then they
Olympio,
came to
were they
America.
going to school over there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were going to
Oh,
school.
Yeah.
And,
They went to school all the time.
yeah. And then they said, why did they decide to come back?
Well, because the war,
World War II?
the war, the war, it was, and they said the American citizens, if the American citizens, if they don't come to America, they'll become Portuguese citizens.
Oh, really?
So they didn't want that.
No.
So their father was very young, he was 14, and T. George about 17 or something like that. So they decided to come because I had uncles and
Who would they
a
could
lot
go
of
stay
family
with,
in
yeah.
America, yeah, that's why they came.
They went.
And they went to the war.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went to the war.
Yeah. My Uncle George
and
did.
because of the war, T. George got sick in Greece and he came to California, and that's why we were in New York and in California.
That's true. That's quite a
That's right.
coincidence.
Because of him, he got sick and the doctors recommended a dry climate. He was very sick, very, very sick, yeah.
Was it like a
And
tuberculosis?
they thought he
Yeah,
had TB, and he went to the hospital. But then they said no, he didn't have TB. He had something in his lungs, and he had to come to a dry climate. So he came over here because of it. He came over here because of it.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
So they went,
He
but
came by himself, and then Tijawi, your father, came, and then the rest one by one, and now Christine is full of Maduros.
and Freitas.
And Fred. But the Maduros, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we're doing good.
People from San Miguel, because at that time there's not too many people from San Miguel around.
I don't think there are still that
No.
many from San Miguel. They're mostly from Terceira.
Yeah, and St. George.
Yeah, Saint George. I meet a lot of Saint George.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. You never know.
So your brothers come here because of the war, but you stayed because you have your whole family.
Huh?
You stayed obviously because you had your kids in the store.
I stayed in the old country.
Stayed in the old country, and Talib
And,
stayed. 'cause he
your
was
father
born-
was no. Tijoux was the first one to come over here.
Okay.
Yeah. He went. He was with us, and he couldn't. He was sick. He was a completely sick person. And
You mean after the war?
We didn't know one soul over here in California. Nobody. But he knew. My husband knew a priest that had gone to the seminary with him.
Oh yeah.
That was the way. But he didn't know where he lived. But he knew the family over there, and he asked for the address. And he wrote a letter to him if he could get that his brother-in-law was sick, if they could take care of him just until he got get him on his own. So the priest was pretty good. He wrote right back. At that time, no telephones was writing, and the priest wrote right back and says, "Yes, I already know a couple, and they said they would take care of him until." They get a place until he gets on his home.
Here in Gustine?
Yeah. Over here in Newman.
In Newman?
In Newman, yeah.
Who those people were?
Huh?
Do you don't remember who they were?
Us? No,
No.
we didn't know. No, it's only the priest that my husband knew, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was working over here in Newman, and he knew the sculptor.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the way he came.
Ah.
And then he came, and it didn't take long, he got good. Got better. Yeah.
And he's been
Oh,
pretty
he
good.
was so sick. He used to spit blood. He was always coughing. Everybody used to they felt sorry for him because the way he was so sick.
So he got out of the war. He was back east in New Bedford
In New
being
Bedford,
being
yeah.
sick
Yes.
when he was sick.
Well,
okay.
he came from Greece
Right.
to New Bedford.
Because he actually served. How long was he in the war in World War
Quite a
II?
while. He was in Italy for 1 year, and then he went
wow.
to Greece.
Wow.
And there he got sick, and then he came back home. Yeah. Your father went to the
My dad was more towards the end of the war. The war was officially over, but they were still, and so he got sent to the Philippines. Yeah, the Philippines. But George actually fought.
I don't know if it was David the first one that come after George was, if it was your father. I don't know which one was it.
I don't know.
But then after David wanted to come to America.
Your son?
Oh, David wanted to come to America. he didn't want to sit there no longer. So I was American.
Yeah.
And I could bring him to America. I could. So that's the way we went to the consul, and they said, "Yeah, you can go take him to America." But finally, he came by himself.
Oh, he did?
And yeah, he stopped in New Bedford for a while, in my cousin's house, and then he came over.
How old was he then?
When he left there, he was 17 years old. I want to go to America. And he came to America, and then everybody came after him. And then your father, he drove from New Bedford over here, your father.
He did?
Oh, yeah.
Cross country?
Yeah, cross country. Yeah.
That was probably a long drive.
Especially then.
15 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So you don't even know about me, you know about your father and my uncle, your uncle.
Well, it's all part of the story, right?
More or less.
Yeah. So now you're there. Your oldest son has decided to come here. You have them.
Oh, yeah. We stayed there for longer. You know why I stayed there? I stayed longer.
Why?
Because I had somebody to help me with them.
Oh.
I had somebody working for me.
Okay.
A girl. Yeah.
He had housekeepers.
Yeah. So I said, why shouldn't I go to America to take care of these kids? So I stayed there until they were old enough to come.
Oh, okay. Well, what was old enough? How did you guys?
They were teenagers. They were small.
So then, what made you? Your husband must have decided. You guys decided to come.
Well, my husband didn't want to come. Didn't care to come. No. But then David told him, you know. So he decided to come. He said, I'm going to try it. And he liked it.
But you guys came, you were up in Humboldt at first, weren't you?
Yes, we went to Humboldt because David, at that time, it was hard to get a job over here. In Norman, yeah.
Okay.
It was very hard to get a job.
So David's the one that found the job up there?
He had a friend.
Okay.
A friend that was there. And he says, oh, you know, up here they had that mill, PL, lumber company.
Pacific Lumber Company?
Yeah. And so David decided to go there to get a job because he was here.
He was in the timber business.
Well, he just worked for Pacific Lumber Company.
Okay.
So my husband came and he got a job in the same factory.
Oh, in Pacific Lumber. No, then how'd my dad end up there?
And your father went because of us, he went up there. And then your mother came, and she was pregnant
with Joe.
With your brother Joe. But she went to college, to Arcata college, because she was a teacher over there in the old country. And she went to college even with a big belly, but she used to go. And in the old bus, she used to go with Margaret's ex-husband. Yeah.
Well, now ex, yeah.
The old bus.
Wait a minute, back up. So when you came, wasn't she already dating her husband?
Yeah, she knew him.
In the Azores. Yeah, well, that's okay. We hit your life a little.
You don't talk about me. You're going to get yourself in trouble.
That's not bad things. It's not bad.
No, I don't want to hear it.
He was a very bright, good student.
Okay.
So he came to America to go to college. And then
Okay. Well, anyway.
And he went to college until he got his. Then he had a scholarship to go to Seattle, Washington. That's where he finished his PhD.
Oh, did he? Did he go up there? I didn't know that.
He finished his PhD.
So you're up. So that's how you ended up in. And how did you guys like it? Well,
You know, I liked it because in the summertime it's not hot as over here.
up there in Humboldt, yeah.
Because they said it might start raining.
What a difference in the temperature.
Let's talk to.
Big difference. I know.
It's bad.
That's bad here.
Over here.
And if
It's just like coming to a oven.
An oven, yeah.
When we're there in the summertime, and we come over here to the valley, it's like coming to. And then David decided, why don't we get into a little business?
Yeah.
And that's when he bought the little ranch, where they live. Yeah, yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Who was the first one to have chickens?
George. George was the first one to come to America, over here to California. The first one to get chickens, and everybody after him. Yeah. He was a good business guy. He bought a little ranch, but he was working in the creamery, and he got married. And Odelia used to take care of the barn of the little things they had in, and he worked there until he could afford get rid of his job and take care of the ranch, and he did.
When your husband came, how did he like it over here?
He liked it.
He did.
He liked it. Yeah.
It was hard for him.
Yeah, he liked
It was hard for
It was
him.
hard, yeah, because he had a very nice life in Bushorst, and he had to
He
really
liked
work hard here. Yeah,
I would think.
but first time that he did hard labor, he had never.
Well, yeah, because he was a student.
He had been a student,
Yeah.
and then he had people working for him, and he worked at the store. That was it.
I don't know. Since
my
when
gosh.
they were all small, Mariella.
That's Victor. That's Joe.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that
Robert.
Robert,
Yeah.
yeah. And so who's the baby?
Yeah, I don't know who was the little baby.
It's 1962, January,
Oh,
and there's a
that's
little
right.
baby. Who could it be?
Yeah. And look at all of these kids. You know them.
I know them.
Judy.
Yeah.
Oops, excuse me.
That looks like
This
either
is
Carlos or
Carlos Jr.
Carlos. Yeah.
Yeah. This
This
is
baby.
Robert.
We're forgetting who's Mary Alice holding.
Catty soup.
Oh, there's Kathy Sue.
Where?
She's just a baby.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Mariella used to
There's
live with
Kathy
her like she
Sue.
was
I know
a doll.
Kathy Sue's
Yeah, I
face
recognize
right
that,
there.
yeah.
This is Junior, isn't it?
Yeah,
Junior.
Coach Junior,
Carlos Jr.
Michael,
Yeah,
Robert.
Robert.
Is that Mary
And
Lou?
Margaret.
Yeah, that's Mary Lou.
Oh, Mary Lou, yeah.
Oh my God, that little face of Kathy Sue.
I have movies. I have movies of your brothers when they were little.
Oh really? No, we need to do something with that.
I used to take care of your brother Joe when your mom went to school. And
Oh, you did?
I changed his diaper when he was little. Did Joe? I was about.
She was,
I was
Kathy
15.
Sue.
Kathy Sue over here.
Yeah.
We're jumping
Did
ages
you see
here.
yourself?
Mary Alice.
That's the smallest one I've ever seen.
Look at that hair.
Oh, really?
Just like it just.
Yeah. And Mary Alice had a ball with her.
You know, that was cute. He was sound asleep.
Yeah.
And I took the picture, Johnny.
Yeah.
Look at Joe's beard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't have.
Who's this? This is Johnny.
That's your son.
Yeah.
And Carlos are.
And Pat, look up then, Pat Freitas. Look up then.
No, but
Yeah.
that's proper.
Hey, Kat, do you want to see Pat Freitas how thin she was?
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember. Uncle
I
Joe's first
remember
wife.
coming to
Look at her.
Well, does he have a second?
Idaho.
Does he have a second?
Yeah, he's in
Maybe,
love. He's in love.
maybe.
Okay.
An ancient Chinese secret.
I got it. Wait a minute, I'm gonna go backwards
That's
just a little.
Margaret.
Look at that, Odelia and Tisha.
Oh, I never saw that picture.
Yeah. Tisha.
Oh. You want to know about George Koshy? Here's that idiot. That was the one who was after me all the time, and he was an idiot. He bought new cars all the time.
Where was he?
What was
Oh,
that?
Back
God.
up east?
George Scorsio. George Scorsio. I mean, from Riodale. Remember David?
Remember the Fonzie?
Fonzie?
Yeah, that's exactly.
That was him?
Drove me
Well,
nuts.
you know this lady?
Yeah.
That's a nice picture of her.
That is nice. There's my dad.
Yeah.
That's your father.
Look at Carl George. Hey, Margaret. Gonna get yourself in trouble.
Oh my God.
Those were the days.
Look at us.
See, that's when they were alone over here in California. My husband
And you know what
Was Joe serving the
That's
army?
Joe.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I
He
went
was
to
in Germany.
Germany. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Not during wartime, though.
He got out the day before.
Well, it was actually
for-
during the Vietnam.
Yeah, he got out the day before it started.
No, I think he was there during.
No, he didn't go to
No,
Vietnam.
he didn't go. He didn't go.
He said he got out the day before.
he started.
I didn't know.
But the war was going on.
Business.
Yeah, but
he was in
Vietnam
Riedel at
started
that
the next
time.
day after he
Oh,
got
I
out.
could tell you stories.
He got out and
Look
then
at
it
her.
started.
What a difference.
When they get married,
Yeah.
I was a teenager taking
Your
care of your brother.
grandfather,
Yeah.
Steve Olympio.
That's next. I'm gonna do. I want to do this with each of them.
Well, you
Would
know,
that be fun?
I chose these pictures. I think this is Mary Lou. I think this is a cute picture of her.
That was in
She
Seattle.
was in Seattle once
We love
With her hat.
with the mother's hat and the big.
Maybe it only plays for an hour.
Oh, this is.
Oh, this is her husband when he graduated.
Oh my. Gosh, we can't say nothing. Because George, when he graduated, I'm getting myself in trouble with him.
And this is Joe and
Yeah, my mom.
and Wanda.
I don't know. I've
Wanda
never
was-
seen that picture.
It's all past tense. There's nothing to worry
They
about.
were a nice looking couple.
Past.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
they are.
I
Yeah.
don't worry about that.
Well, she was saying the other day, because I was saying Julia's too picky about these guys, and she says, well, I was picky too. I was really picky. But I ended up with a good looking one.
Who is this?
My mom, so it's not my
an
dad.
old
But he was good looking.
Okay, see all the Catholic priests
He
here,
was a
Bob?
pain,
The
but he was
family,
working.
Catholic priests, they were surrounded all
There was a
over.
few.
Oh, priests everywhere.
There was
Everywhere, girl.
There were a few.
We had a lot
There
of
she is with her
priests in
coat
the
again.
family.
Yeah.
My father.
That's why I remember
Yeah.
those things. That's why
Well, those days it was popular. It's not so much.
Well, it was prestigious.
This
Yeah.
is an old country.
Wow.
Okay, what's this?
Oh,
This
that's in
looks
New
like my dad.
Bedford.
Oh.
That was they were just playing around. I think your father's over here.
Yeah, he looks like him.
Yeah,
tall,
this is
standing
to
up.
show.
Yeah.
They made believe they had this whole thing in the farm, and they made believe they were firemen. Yeah, but it's just
Play.
something. And over here they're playing like gangsters.
Oh, yeah, I can't
Yeah,
tell.
look, they have the cigar and the hats on. Who's this? This is Tijolo?
I can't tell. Oh, yeah, maybe.
Magnifying glass would
I
be
don't know
good.
what's
Scan them.
Yeah, they used to have. They used to entertain
Yeah, yeah.
themselves. Yeah,
I've been scanning little pictures like this, and when you see them on the computer, it's just beautiful.
I bet. I
Yeah.
bet,
See everything.
I bet, yeah.
I'm gonna be
Here's another Catholic priest.
another priest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're all on my father's
She
side.
took care of me when she came to the United States
Who
with
is
Margaret. It was a cousin. You had to see the house they left. It was beautiful home. I stayed
We'll
with her
go
for a
to
whole
this
year.
church too.
So we used to
Yeah,
come up.
that's
That's in Fanage,
here.
she's
right?
gonna
Yeah.
see this church this summer.
We go up those
Yeah.
stairs over here and get
Yeah,
up there,
but
and then I didn't know how to
Margaret has
come
nice
down because I was
pictures. That's
petrified of
what
heights. And I went up there, and then I couldn't come down.
So when you guys came, you were already teenagers, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was 15.
Were you all in favor
She
of
was-
coming?
Oh yeah.
This is on the beach over there in New
Well,
Bedford.
and I
Your
think
father's
it's
here
very limited
somewhere.
areas
Ah.
to live in.
Look at
Islands
her.
are very limited.
Where's
so
this
it's
one?
nice to
I don't
go.
see him. I see T. George, but I don't see my
Yeah.
dad at all. I'll tell you the truth.
These are my cousins. Nancy, they're all gone. She's still living. Nancy's
Oh, yeah?
still living. Yeah. These are they're four sisters. They're all my cousins.
That's Vivu right there.
yeah. That's your
George
father.
back east. Not enjoying the snow. You'd not
So
love
these
the
are
snow.
things you could put
That's an adorable picture.
Isn't it?
Sure.
That was
Oh, that is.
over there by the ocean.
Isn't that cute?
Here they are too. Also, look at his father's. Your father's there.
Yeah, he's there.
This is my uncle. George and my cousin. Well, see, he was in the army at this time. He was dressed
I don't
up.
want to.
Wow.
It'd be best though to keep them forever. Everybody could get a
What
copy.
kind of scanner do you have?
I have a really good photo scanner.
Oh, is it? Do
Yeah.
you have to lay it down, or
Yeah.
does it go with the wheels in there?
I lay it down,
I think
Flat.
it was his
Yeah.
first
Flat
car
bed.
that he bought.
but it does a good job. I have a good program as far as I can sharpen it. I can correct the fading
Oh, that's
the best I can. I can take out marks or scratches.
Really? That's great.
Look at
I
these two
can.
guys.
I'm not perfect, but I do pretty good. Every once in a while, you're not on Facebook, huh?
no.
Yeah.
So I put pictures on Facebook
You know
that I
these-
Yeah,
scan.
yeah. I never.
If you ever want to
Yeah, you know
look,
these
just look
two
at mine. They're
guys?
all
Okay.
private. Yeah, that's a cute one.
Yeah, I have a lot of
Lot
friends
of
from your
cute
father,
ones.
Yeah,
Look at those ears.
that's the Olympia.
No.
Okay,
God.
here's Kathy, Sue,
No.
and I, and David, Uncle Joe here. Mm-hmm. And this
That looks like Mary Jo,
Medusa.
yeah.
Yeah, it is
See,
Medusa.
that's in the old country.
I think I have this. Oh, I don't know if I have this one.
then
That's a great.
your
I like
father's
this
over
one. Yeah, he's
here.
that little right there in the middle.
And
You have
that's
that lovely
George,
hat.
David. This is me. This is my little girl that died.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. We went down
See if she could go with
down
that camera
to
then.
the
No, she's
to
gonna
the
do it with the
ocean.
scanner.
I'm gonna bring my
Scan.
scanner.
Bring your
Candy's
computer
going to
scanner.
see
Yeah.
her.
But it's deep. It's deep.
I see. I
It's
have
deep
to.
to go. This this picture of the or the thing, you know, and ask you. This is
Joe and David.
That's Joe and David. Oh. That looks like Louisa Maria. Or
Yeah.
Maria Louisa.
Maria
This
Luisa.
is
I get the names mixed up.
Look at Mary Jo.
Look at, oh my God.
Look at that face.
Looks like Mikey.
There's Mary Jo over here.
But her face, you never, that face that's passed
And
down the
Louise and Mary
generations, they
Jo,
all look like that.
Gabriella. And
Oh, they all have their
Margaret.
little dolls.
Well, okay, this doll I have a story to tell. That was mine. I love that doll. It was huge. She brought it from Massachusetts. When we came to the United States, they said I couldn't bring it. You talk about that was not easy.
Why? Who said you couldn't bring it?
Because the suitcase, it wouldn't fit. And I love that. It was not easy, but I did find somebody to give it to. But oh, it
Here I
bothered me.
am with the three guys.
Yes.
Oh, that's Tulane?
yeah.
Look at that hairdo.
Yeah. He was already about 2 years old. Yeah.
Which
This
dog
is,
was Gabriella talking about?
Huh?
That one.
The one I had.
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't.
You
want
wanted to bring it?
I wanted to bring. I didn't want to get rid of. 'Cause
So this
I love
must have
that
been
doll. It was
right after you got
excuse me,
married?
It was
Yeah,
about
well,
this big.
Yes, more or less. Yeah.
More or less?
Yeah.
And this,
This I like this.
this, and Marvin and I it was
Yeah.
a.
It's
like
the
a
old
Halloween
Sunday,
day over
there's
there,
the
Carnival.
father,
Okay.
the George.
Oh, so they have
and
carnival
this is my
there?
little daughter.
Yeah,
that
we
died.
didn't have Halloween. We had Carnival.
This
just
is
before
George.
Land.
This is George.
Yeah,
And there would
I
be
think
3
that's my
days off
dad.
of
That's
school.
George.
And this
Because
is
they had
Olympia.
festivities.
Oh, that's the
for
link.
3
Then who's
days.
up here?
This
Can't see it. It's
which one?
No,
Yeah,
no,
see,
there's
this is
nobody.
taking it.
This-
No, yeah, there's
Oh,
someone sitting
Olympia,
right there.
Olympia. Yes, Olympia.
Well, then who's that?
That's your father. No, your
No,
father.
that's my father.
Oh, David.
David, okay.
Yeah.
That's a nice, cute picture too.
That's
Isn't that
once
cute?
upon a time.
And here,
Me, myself, and David. Me
Yeah.
and, and this is another. This was our car.
and another
Oh,
priest.
that's okay.
Yeah.
I like this one. That's a very nice one.
Yeah. This is. This is Joe.
Joe and David.
Gabrielle and Margaret. Yeah.
These two.
I kind of like this picture here.
Yeah, that's nice too.
That's me.
Is that after getting married? Is that shortly after marriage?
After
too?
marriage, yeah.
Just wondering. Okay, so here,
Here's us and the little girl.
the little girl that
yeah.
died. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
oh yeah, that's right. We
Yeah.
talked about that one, and this one was cute. All right, I have to
See the house? Show Bob the house with
Oh,
the
yeah.
sunpad.
Yeah, over here it says like, this is the house we used that we
It's
had
still
in the
there.
country.
Wow, that's a big place.
It's
It's a nice house. I've stayed
nice
there.
house.
You stayed there?
Well,
Yeah.
when because when
we
you
went
guys
over there,
when you came to America, you let Talib live there, right? I mean, when Talib lived
That
there,
was his house.
That was his house, right? So when I was 15, 16, and we went to the Azores,
Right.
we stayed in it because it was still his house. But in between, didn't they use it as a school
Yeah,
or something? The
that's right.
town
Yeah,
used
that's
it for
right.
a while
Yeah,
because it was
yeah.
like empty.
yeah, it was empty. So when
They asked first, I assume.
But now the people that
Yes, they
bought
fixed it up completely.
Yeah, oh, that looks nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. They modernized it, you know. When I stayed
This is my
there,
husband.
it was still the same except for the schoolhouse part. They had taken one of the rooms and just, I think they knocked down the walls or
Yeah,
whatever. They made it a
that's
one
right.
big, like a
That's
one-room
Yeah.
schoolhouse, you know.
I don't know. Marianne knows a few. She used to go there once in a while.
I'm going now for the first
Yeah.
time in 20.
Yeah, the father came after him. Yeah, came. Yeah. And then my son David wanted to come to America. So he came. He stayed in Massachusetts a few days, and then he came to California.
Wow.
Yeah, and he came to my brother George's house.
How old was he, David?
He was 17 when he left the old country.
Wow.
He wanted to come to America. And your father crossed the country in his car by himself. And he came, we came all after the George.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
You people are California, but we're not. We're from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she has a few like little questions.
Huh?
She has a few questions that she
Oh.
forgot to
Like
ask from last time. So
What should we start?
start in the beginning.
So you think you took some nice pictures, old pictures, huh?
I did. I scanned
Yeah.
them with my computer. I didn't
You have
take
a lot
them
of
out.
pictures of your parents.
Yeah, I tried to get as many as I could.
Yeah. When
But
they
you
were
can-
younger.
Which one should I start?
Because your mother came to California. She was pregnant with your Uncle Joe, with your brother.
There was some you like this.
Oh,
We know kind of the answers, but we want to hear
hear it from you. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
go
says,
ahead.
what were your parents' religious background, and how was religion
Catholics.
observed in your home?
Oh, they were all Catholics at that time. Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. My mother was very much. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she was very. She was a good Catholic. My father was, but he not so much. but his mother was.
And she lived with you.
Oh, yeah, all the
She was the
time.
one that lived with
Yeah,
you,
he was
yeah.
the one that. She was the one that raised us. Yeah.
So did you go to church every Sunday?
Oh yes, I had to go with my mother. My father didn't go too many times.
Oh really?
But my mother made it. My father. Sometimes I was, not too in a good mood, and my father said, "Just leave her." No, she'll go with me every Sunday. When I die, do whatever you want with her. I'm gonna put my hearing aid on.
All right.
Okay.
Good idea.
Oh yes. She was how do you say,
Practicing
Yeah.
Catholic, yeah. So you had First Communion.
Uh-huh.
You had all the sacraments, First Communion,
yeah,
confirmation.
everything, yeah. Yeah, and it was nice.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
I enjoyed
I did it. They all did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better believe it. Yeah. And my uncle used to live with us because his brother came to America. He was just 16 years old. One of my and I have a picture of him with me. I was a few months old.
Is that picture?
Yeah. Yeah, you can bring the album over here.
He lived with you?
That's
I
that
lived
one.
until he got married, and my
Okay.
see, oh wait, keep on going. Oh, this one,
That's the one.
yeah. That's T-shirt King.
Yeah.
That's Jack.
Oh, that
You and
is?
your-
and he became a banker.
And that's you?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's when he came to America. You read this?
Uh-huh. So he's Joaquin right here, Joaquin Oliveira, right?
Yeah, he
That's
lives-
him.
Oh, see, this is the family.
Yeah.
we used
So
to live,
that's-
we live all together.
That's
why.
him.
This is my grandmother, my father's mother, and this is T. George. My mother was pregnant with your father.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this
would
is
make
still
this
obviously.
27.
This was our
So this is in
family. This was the
1927.
communion, my communion.
So you're 10?
Yeah, that was my communion. I was 11 years old. And we took a picture together.
Oh, that's nice. And this is you also?
Oh, yeah.
So what year is this one about?
I don't remember.
I know, we were trying to see the
You know,
calendar, trying to see if we could see.
There used to be some guys that used to go take pictures.
Oh.
And my grandmother was with me, and they went, you see the calendar? Too
Yeah.
bad we don't see the thing.
I know, I tried
Yeah.
to zoom in.
No.
It's too small.
She thought maybe you could see
Yeah.
1920 something.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
But it
Well,
could be
it can't be more than that.
Right.
20-something.
21, 22.
I bet,
we couldn't
yeah.
quite see it.
Yeah, that's about what it is, 21. 22.
Because when I scan it on the computer, we could
Yeah.
zoom in a little.
So I was home, and he took the picture. Yeah,
That's a cute picture.
I like it.
It's a very cute picture.
Yeah.
So very so your mother always took you to church. Did the grandmother go too?
My grandmother lived. And I used to go to church with her a lot.
Oh.
Special in Lent, they used to have things at night. And I used to go with her all the time. I wanted to go. Sometimes she used to say, because it used to get crowded and I was small, but I didn't care. I would I was very, very, I loved her very much. She was the one that raised me.
But she went to the Azores with you guys, or no, she stayed behind.
No.
That's
She
right.
went to
I always forget.
Azores. She went to Azores with her husband and her sons. And then her husband died.
Oh.
Yeah, and I don't know the story, how it was. But she was a widow, and my father, when they got married, she went and lived with him. But she went, they went before my mother went. My father, I think, was 17 years old.
You mean they came to the America before?
They came to America. I think they came, the family came.
But he didn't have.
Huh?
How many brothers and sisters did he
Just
have?
one brother and
Just
one
one
sister.
brother and one sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
One brother's over here is a skinny guy. See if I can find him. He just had one brother and one sister.
And where did they live?
The brother was in America. Yeah, I know him well. And the sister went back to the old country. I don't know why, but she went back to the old country. I don't know.
There was a family. It's not. It's.
Huh?
I keep going. I don't know where he is.
Sister Anton.
Oh.
Your father knew him very well.
Oh yeah, I heard that name
He was a
many
good
times.
friend of your father's too. And that's where the George came to their house.
That's.
This is Odelia's family.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. That's Odelia's family.
And this picture, too bad it's a little fuzzy on the top.
There,
But I know my dad's right
yeah,
there.
This isn't the old country. Yeah, we used to go to the ocean a lot.
And then you're right there.
Yeah, look how small these pictures
And
are.
it says Ponta Delgada.
Yeah, this is.
That's why when I put it on the computer, you can see it a lot
I
better.
bet.
I I need to show you that.
Yeah.
We need to somehow.
You could blow them up, print them out.
True.
These are my cousins. These are sister.
Auntie Delia's here.
That's
And that's a
Odelia,
nice picture.
Odelia. That's your father.
Yeah.
And George and a cousin.
A cousin back east.
Yeah, a cousin that went to Brazil.
Oh, he always talks about the cousin that
heard
went to
the
Brazil.
story of the
yes,
Brazil with
that's
him.
him.
Angelo, yeah.
He kind of disappeared.
It was
He went to
Angelo.
Brazil and never came back.
Yep. Now who's this?
This is my cousin.
They knew where he was,
It's
but he
this
abandoned
one.
his wife or something.
This was the same one.
Oh, okay.
And that's a brother.
These are all cousins back east?
No, they were my cousins. First, that's the way I used to get along with them. I used to go and spend summers with them.
That's the ones, okay.
Yeah, they used to live in a farm by the ocean. We used to go to the ocean every day. Spend it in the morning.
And this wedding,
Oh, this was
because there's Joe, my dad, and T. George.
This was a friend of ours.
Oh.
In the old country. This is
Right.
the old country.
Right.
Many years ago.
And then, let me see if there's any,
That's my
Another-
husband's cousin.
another wedding or?
No, this is a priest that got
Oh,
yeah,
ordained.
Yeah, a cousin, my husband's
And is
cousin.
this the same?
Yeah, that's the same girl.
And she's a cousin?
Yeah.
Back east,
Adriana. Her name is Adriana.
Oh, Adrian. Was she back east or in the Azores?
No, Portugal. San Miguel.
In San Miguel?
Yeah, San Miguel.
All right, so let me just go back a second and let me just review. So you think this is it?
No, I don't know her.
You don't think
She's
it's
a
not his
No,
sister?
No, I don't know. I know this is my father.
Right.
His father and his mother. That's when they went to America.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you
And
don't
this
know
is
her.
This is her.
This is her, yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. And then these people.
These are my grandparents. My mother's parents.
Oh, these are your, okay.
That's my mother's parents. Yeah, these are different.
And but they never came. Didn't they come?
No, they used to live. They left. They lived there all their life.
In the Azores.
Yeah, they never. Yeah.
So if your mother's parents never
Yeah.
came,
No.
why did your mother come?
That's a good question. She was 16 years old.
She was 16
when
years
she
old.
came, yeah. I don't know how she came. I know she came in a ship, but if she came by herself, I don't know. She went. I had uncles over here already. Yeah, my uncle Manuel and Joe, 2 uncles. Yeah, and
Well,
yeah,
what
and
was
she had
her-
a sister. So
Maybe she came to stay. What was her full name?
Whose name?
Your mother.
Maria José Oliveira.
Maria José Oliveira.
Yeah.
Is it de
That's when
Oliveira or just Oliveira?
No, my grandfather was Oliveira.
Yeah.
They were Oliveira.
So, Maria José Oliveira. And so she,
She came.
you don't know why, but she came and with her, see her
because,
brother.
You know, America was.
And she was only 16.
She was 16.
So did they live in the Lomba?
Someplace in a small
Yeah.
house. You know, today it looks terrible, the house.
Oh, really?
But when she lived there, it was very small, very small. But it was nice. And then they had a little house below there, and it was my uncles used to sleep. Some of them used to sleep there. Now I don't even like to think about it, where it is.
And then,
if
so
you
who's
go,
this?
You're gonna see it. That's my mother.
That's what I thought. It looked like her.
Yeah, but the baby, I don't know who is it. I don't know.
And then these.
This is my mother,
Oh.
and these are cousins. And I think when she got married, or when she took a communion, I'm
I
not
can't
sure.
tell either. It almost looks like
Yeah,
it could be
something like
communion.
that. I don't know. These are sisters.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is these are cousins. of
They're all
mine.
cousins of hers. But this is back east?
Yeah, this is all Black East. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the ones I was confused. And then, well, actually, she looks.
Yeah. Well, that's when she got married.
Oh, it's a little older here.
Yeah.
And that's your mom.
Yeah, and that my father.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's like they're at their wedding.
yeah.
And then they got married. And
This
who
is
are
when-
these?
Yeah, this is a brother of my mother's brother.
Oh, okay.
And that's his wife.
And then on this one,
This one was already when my uncle got married to my uncle Jack.
so that's your mom.
Yeah, that's my mother and father, and this is her brother.
That's your father?
That's my father, yeah.
He looks different there. It looks a little.
Yeah, that's a position.
And then this one.
Oh, this is my husband's grandfather.
Oh.
Father.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and this is his grandmother and his mother and father.
Oh, okay.
This is the grandfather.
So this is more.
My husband.
Oh, he's the baby?
Yeah,
Oh.
and you know Tudors?
That's him?
That's him.
Do you see how they put the little curls
They
on
look
him?
like girls, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the three boys. These are
Three
three
boys.
boys. Yeah.
Do you see how they
just
used to
like-
dress them?
Just like boys.
That's cute.
Like girls. Yeah.
So that's T. David, and his older brother was about.
Yeah, it was all the Tudors.
And that's Mary Jo's father.
Huh?
Mary Jo's
Right.
father.
Yes, Mary Jo's father.
That's what I was trying to tell her. but-
Louisa's
Confusing.
father, Maria Louisa.
Oh.
Yeah, he died young. He died.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a cute picture.
It's a very cute picture.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got that.
Yeah.
So that must be your husband's parents.
Yeah, the
T. David's parents.
That's right.
And that was your passport
That
picture.
was the passport.
Mhm,
yeah.
and that's when you guys.
That's in Boston
That's
on
you.
the ship. So, and you know the name of the ship? Saturnia.
Say it again.
Saturnia.
Saturnia.
Saturnia with a S. So
Saturnia.
it's Italian.
Oh.
The ships were Italians. There were two ships, the same, Saturnia and Vulcania. And we went on Saturnia.
You know, you can find a lot of that information
Yeah,
online,
Saturnia.
if you especially know the ship names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it? What was the ship like?
Yeah, what was it
you
like?
See my father, Joe is always with him. Your father. I was always,
Is this your
always with
mother?
him. You never see him without him.
And that's you?
Yeah, that's me.
And you're wearing the same dress?
Yeah, I like that. That's a suit.
Ah.
And it, just,
like a little
it,
suit.
it was pretty.
It looks pretty.
Yeah. It was pretty at that time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was nice.
So what was it like on the ship? How long did it take?
4 days.
4 days?
Yeah, it took 4 days.
Did it have a little cabin? Like
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had cabinets, yeah.
So you had a cabin with how many people?
With my brothers, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like 2 beds.
I
3?
don't, yeah.
I remember
but,
like
you
little
know, it had
bunks,
those,
and like a little sink maybe, or was there a?
huh?
The toilet must be down the hall, and
No, I don't remember very well how we had the toilet, but I
Must
think
have
it
been.
was there. It was not bad, no.
and then how did you have to? Did they have like a dining room or?
Oh, yes, dining room.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
And so, mainly you guys was it rough seas or was it pretty smooth?
Huh?
Was it a rough?
It was good.
It was good?
Nice, yeah. 4 days. It was a nice trip. T. George was the one that got sick, he vomit. I want to go home. I want to go home. He wanted to go home.
Did you speak mostly English at that time, or did you speak
English.
Portuguese at
English
home?
and Portuguese. Mix. Very bad. See, this is my uncle with his girlfriend.
Oh.
Well, they were going together. Yeah.
And so this is more the day you guys left.
This was
This is
the
all-
people that went and said bye to us in Boston.
Oh, Oh, so they're not
Yeah,
even.
that's on
They're
the
just saying
other
goodbye.
ship. Yeah, I went and say goodbye. All of these pictures. Oh, see my father's brother,
Oh,
his wife and his daughter. Elder.
where? What happened to
In
them?
Massachusetts.
They're back there
We're
still.
all from Massachusetts. That's as far as we came from San Miguel to Massachusetts.
Oh, I know this picture.
Yeah.
Is George wearing like a little? He has like a little cane and a little
This
hat.
and here's your father with his father.
That's his dad. Is that
Yeah.
your mom?
Yeah.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah. that's
Okay.
it.
Remember the little cane and the hat picture?
See, this was the same day that we took the picture.
Oh my god. So cute. There was one. What about the one that with the?
See, this is the house they
Yeah.
were building. That's our house. You're gonna
Yeah.
see it when you go there.
I've stayed there.
Yeah.
How about these?
Oh, this is my father, my little sister that died, and me. I think I had something in my throat, so I have something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this is me and this was a picnic we went.
Mm-hmm.
This is me, my cousin, my mother, and my uncle's wife.
What was your cousin's name?
That one is Mary. That one was Mary. You know how
Because
many kids?
you said that's the cousin that moved in to help you, right? Like, or she lived. She helped you.
No. This is in America. My cousin that helped me was from San Miguel. She never came to America.
Oh, this is in America.
No, this is all in America.
Okay.
These ain't San Miguel.
And then how about this one?
That's me with my grandmother.
Oh, with your grandmother.
This was in his. We were. My mother was very sick. When she went there, and we went to this person's house to go and visit her. And she was in the hospital.
To visit
Yeah.
your mother or to visit?
No, that's my grandmother.
Yes,
And me.
yes. And then this is your husband.
Yeah, that's
you.
That's me. And that's me too. I was just 15 years old over here. I went and visited a young girl.
Oh.
She was a friend. That's the back of their house.
And then this is.
That's David.
That's David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's David.
And this is David and the little
And
girl that
died. Yeah.
that died. And what was her
Yeah.
name again? Cecilia? No.
Yeah. Huh?
What was her name again?
She was Mary Jo.
She was Mary Jo.
All the names that you don't recognize.
Yeah. All used again and again. And then I took a.
That's a nice picture.
That's a nice one. So this is.
Yeah, that's your father.
That's my dad. That's T. George.
That's right. And the Olympia's over here.
Oh, that's the little
the
head.
little bitty one. Yeah.
And I know it's T. David.
Yeah.
And then a
Oh,
priest
that's
cousin.
A cousin, a priest, and they.
And then this one's my dad's right there, right?
Oh yeah.
And this is.
And that one, I think it's Mary Alice, maybe. I'm not sure.
No,
One
my
of
dad
those.
looks too. Yeah, one of those. Oh, this one. Why are they dressed up in costumes?
You know that was Halloween.
In the Azores?
Oh yeah, they have Halloween.
I didn't know they did
Oh, they
Halloween.
do. Yeah, I made these clothes. This is Margaret,
Mm-hmm.
David, Gabriella, T. George, and Odilia, and Joe.
So what? So Joe looks like a little clown or something.
Yeah, there's a little clown.
What was David?
They were no, they
No,
were
too old.
get dressed.
And
no.
about the girls?
Margaret and Gabriella.
I know, but what are they dressed
Oh,
as?
just old fashioned.
Just old-fashioned.
Yeah.
And then this picture.
This is a nice little picture.
Yes.
I like this picture.
I know it's my dad.
Yeah,
That I think's Talim, but it's a
Talim,
little
that's
blurry.
right.
The David,
that's right. T. George.
T. George.
and my little daughter that
Mary
died.
Jo.
Yeah.
Okay, that is super cute. That was a nice picture too, of course. Okay.
So look at Mary Jo.
I know. The look on her face.
That's Marie Louise.
Yeah, I always recognize her. She has that look on her face.
This is Armand. Yeah,
Her brother?
Yeah, her brother.
Okay.
And this one is David Horacio.
So how's Horacio? Is that her brother also?
That's her brother,
Yes.
Horacio. This one is... acho que é o Armand, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
It's all,
You can see
these are
that's
the two.
he has a very
Horacio.
definite look.
Yeah, Horacio, yeah. David and Joe.
Oh, it's Joe. Okay. Well, anyway, so that's what we were having fun. Oh, who's this little girl?
That's Mary Alice. Yeah, Mary Alice.
Mary
No,
Alice.
Margaret.
No, Margaret. Look at that. Such a cute
Margaret,
picture, isn't it?
yeah.
The way it's
Cute,
composed.
Margaret. It was in the photography.
Okay, here's a very big question.
That's Margaret also.
But it says Newman, California.
That's when we came here for a visit. Me and
I didn't know
Margaret.
you came for a
In
visit.
1940 something.
Oh, just you and Margaret?
Yeah. The
Was
other
David already here?
George was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were here.
I blew this up and it said Newman, California. I was totally
I
confused.
noticed that, yeah.
Right. So she was. I stayed here. No, many months, not too many, and she went to school.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
She went to school in Newman?
Yeah.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Wow.
See, this is Mrs. Katook. This is Odelia's uncle.
Yes.
And that's where George came to.
Is this
his
when you
house.
were visiting?
Yeah, right. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, Look
So
at
did you have a little passport picture? It has a
yes,
stamp on it. It
yeah,
must
yeah,
be.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a great picture. That's a
Yeah,
cute
that's the
picture.
two of them. Yeah, and when my husband came to America, this isn't Curly, my cousin Curly.
Yeah, I've heard of
Massachusetts?
him. Yes.
Yeah, he celebrated 41 years old. He came to America. He was 41 years old.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. And he had never been here.
Huh?
He had never been here, right?
No, first time. First
Okay.
time we came.
And then what about all these little kids?
I don't know these kids. I just went to this is Maria Jose's aunt and
Her mother looked like her
We
mother.
went there to their house. I don't know what we went and
there's a
do.
bunch of little
So
kids
these
there.
children, I don't know.
And then see you and Margaret again.
It's me, and Margaret.
Yeah. And then
This was in the.
that's a nice picture.
Yeah.
It blows
We had
up
a
nice.
picnic down over there by
And I
the
can see my
ocean.
dad.
Yeah.
And that looks like Talim. And that looks like T. George. And that is that David?
Yeah.
He always had a certain look.
And this is Julinda, the one that's very sick. Marianne, Anna Maria's mother.
Oh.
The one that's,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Anna Maria's mother, this was her. These were all friends. Yeah, all friends.
That's something.
Yeah, these are Julinda's sisters. And
Do you want to get back to the list so we don't forget? What else? Make sure this thing, because it'll turn off after 30 minutes.
Yeah, I was
And then you
watching.
start it again. I didn't know that.
too many pictures.
We were talking about
What were we talking about?
back east.
The
So your house back east, it had electricity.
no, we was renting a house.
You were renting a house
Yeah,
back
yeah,
east,
my
like a
father was
tenement,
renting a
you
house.
said.
He was thinking about buying a cottage, but they didn't get to do that.
Right.
We went to do.
But of course, in Massachusetts, there was electricity and running water and everything.
Everything. It was a city.
Right.
It was a new city.
And you had a water heater. And
Yeah.
So it was
no,
a-
what a heater. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Yeah, I
know
wonder.
we had a heater to warm up the house. You know those round heaters
okay.
with those black we put in the stove.
Coal?
Yeah.
Oh, a coal stove.
Yeah, because it was very cold in Massachusetts. It's very cold.
Very cold.
Yeah.
So you didn't miss...
A lot of snow. And I used to love it. I used to play a lot in the snow.
yeah?
At that time it was nice. And throw balls that they thrown.
Snowballs.
And those balls, if you go, catches a high, it hurts.
Yeah, they do hurt.
Yeah.
So you liked the snow?
Huh?
You liked the snow?
The snow, I used to love it. Well, at that age. Now, I don't even see it.
Did you have your own room in Massachusetts?
Yeah, I used to sleep with my grandmother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In the same room or in the same bed?
Yeah.
In the same bed?
Yeah, and she used to tell me so many stories, religious stories. I don't know. I used to love to hear them.
Really?
Yeah.
That's one of the questions.
Stories.
Stories. What do you remember about your grandparents
My
earlier
grandmother-
and
my
ancestors? I mean,
People
stories
you don't even know necessarily.
Yeah, people that you
I
never
didn't know my
met.
grandfather. He died before I knew.
So, do you remember any stories that she used to tell you about any of
Oh,
that?
it's religious.
Mostly she'd tell
all
religious stories.
religious stories. And she used to talk about their daughter, because their daughter was in the old country. Yeah, she used to talk a lot.
About her daughter.
Yeah, about her daughter, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
Religious
it.
stories.
So you don't oh, you mean like Bible stories? She would tell you Bible or what kind
stories that she knew. The old people used to know a lot of stories, religious stories, and they were nice to hear. I used to love to hear them. Yeah, but exactly what I don't know how to explain.
Did you have back then? Did they have radio in the house? Did you listen to radio programs or no? That's too soon for radio.
You know
programs.
something? Radio.
In the 20s?
The 20s.
Oh, some people had it, but I don't know. We used to, on the streets, we used to hear Rudy Valley.
Yes.
Yeah. They used to have sometimes them singing, and they had it on the.
Oh, you mean like speakers in the street?
Yeah.
That's my time.
It was nice. Yeah. We didn't have a telephone, but there was a telephone in a drugstore.
Oh.
And we needed to call somebody, we used to go to the drugstore, put money in, those telephones.
Payphone.
Those old
No
telephones.
telephone. That's interesting.
That is interesting.
Did it stop?
No, but it's got to. You could just restart it.
Yeah, I can just restart it. I'll let it finish. Keep going. You had lots of questions. Well, what about Christmas?
Oh, we used to have nice Christmas. Oh, yeah. We used to have trees and presents, just like over here. Well, it was in America.
Right.
And then we used to go, I don't know if it was Christmas, if it was New Year's Eve, we used to go to people's place.
What kind of stuff would you get for a present?
Oh, well, I was a kid,
Yeah.
so I had like toys, like a nice little bed, small with toys.
For your doll.
Toys, yeah.
Do you remember like a favorite present?
When I was 13 years old, my parents gave me a surprise party.
Yeah.
And I had the first watch, not this one.
Oh, they give you a watch.
Yeah, and I was so happy with it. Yeah.
That's a nice present.
That was a nice present at that time.
Sure.
At that time, at the Depression time, when they
That's right. What about the Depression?
Oh, it was bad. It was not at our house.
No?
We always had everything we needed, but it was sad. We seen those people marching on the streets and going and get food with little pills,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was bad. They say depression that they don't have money. They don't know it's not having money at that time. And a lot of people used to go back. The government used to pay their ways to go back to the old country. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Poor things. They used to go with nothing. They used to go to family that they had over there.
Well, was the Depression affecting the Azores too, though?
Well, no, it was
okay?
Yeah, it was okay. But they were not rich at that time.
They weren't rich anyway.
There was a rich people, but you know, it was that thing of rich or poor, rich or poor.
Not a lot of in between.
Yeah, between.
But you guys, guys were a little.
Now that the life is good over there.
But you guys were in between, kind of.
Yeah.
You weren't like really rich.
No.
But you weren't poor.
No. We had enough money.
Yeah.
And enough moonshine.
Well, I was reading about the history of the moonshine
Yeah.
in New Bedford. I found some articles on the internet about it.
Oh, yeah?
And they said it was so many of those they call them speakeasies, you know,
Yeah.
or where it was a cafe in front and a bar behind. It could be a soda fountain, a bakery. They had lots of different fronts.
Yeah.
And they said there were lots of them.
Yeah.
Lots
but
of
they
them.
made good.
Yeah.
All
and
the
they
ones
said,
that had moonshine were okay.
and they said that they would, the international waters was only 3 miles out from shore. So people could go in a boat out to international waters and there would be a ship there selling booze.
Oh,
and then they'd bring it back.
That didn't happen. No, my father was not like that.
He wasn't doing that?
No, he had booze.
Now where was he getting it?
They used to make it.
Oh, they were making it?
Yeah. No, they never went to the ships.
Where did you see where they were making
One
it?
time they were making I saw them make it one time.
Oh yeah.
In the attic, but then after it went out somewhere else. I don't know the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're making moonshine. And you know, here, Father, we had a barrel of moonshine. I don't like to talk about it to many people. And we had a barrel of moonshine in the closet, and your father was crawling. And he went and he took, you know, they had a hose to put in the bottles. He pushed the bottles and he drank something. He was drunk. He was a little baby. He could be
Oh my God.
very dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they weren't. It wasn't wine though. It was just pure.
I don't know
moonshine.
what they made.
I wonder.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That
That's
I don't know.
Very curious. So by the time when my father tells me that they all had a little inheritance
Huh?
when his parents died.
Yeah.
When your parents died, that you all got a little inheritance.
Yeah.
That he had some money that he could use.
Oh, well, the money was to take care of us.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, my uncle used to take. He was the tutor. So
Oh yeah, like executor
yeah,
or
something like
trustee or.
Yeah, he was the one that.
What uncle? Which uncle? In the Azores or in back east?
Over there. You know Mary Jo, my cousin Mary Jo, Rita,
Yeah.
his father.
Oh, her father was
Yeah.
your. And where did he
years.
live?
Over there.
In the Azores.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the one that took care of the making of the house and everything. My father was a good friend with him.
So
it was his brother-in-law.
It was his brother-in-law. So he took care of your will, the estate,
Yeah,
made sure you guys got money until you got old enough.
Right. I don't know how they did it.
Right.
I have no idea.
Right. And then my mom. Well, we keep jumping ahead.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. What else do we have from childhood though?
From?
Oh, I know. What were your chores? What were your chores? You know, duties you had to do around the house when you were a kid.
When I was a kid, not much. When I was a kid, I had people to do what I had always somebody to work for. Ever since I went over there, I had my mother, and then I had my cousin, and then I got married. I started to get people to work for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, your father knows.
Well, I haven't talked to him.
Even
So you had people.
Even the name, he knows the girl that you said. Oh yeah, she.
So you didn't have to wash your clothes?
No, I never did. I had somebody to do that and somebody to bake the bread.
Oh yeah.
Everything, kitchen. No, you know why I didn't come to America in 1940 something?
Yeah.
Because I had kids.
Yeah.
Over there I had somebody to take care of them. And if I brought them over here, I had to do everything, and I didn't want that. I didn't want that.
Did you, of course, washing clothes back then was a lot more work. They had to do it by hand.
But we had a tank, you know. Some people have to go to the Ribeira, you know what's a Ribeira?
The river.
And wash them.
Mm-hmm.
But
you guys had water.
You
guys had running water.
We had water. And
yeah.
I had a girl that used to go and wash clothes. Oh, yeah. And hiring them and everything. No. When I lived there, I had always somebody to help. I never did it by myself. No.
What a fridge. Oh, what about what about must be even in New Bedford? Did they have refrigeration or was it an ice box?
Yeah, ice box.
Ice box.
It was pretty good.
Worked.
Yeah.
And they'd have to deliver the ice?
Yeah, and in the summertime we used to go by the truck and they used to give us pieces of ice. It was good, yeah. Because they had to cut it to go to the right...
to fit in the ice box?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, big chunks.
Did they have... what did they do in the Azores? In the Azores, what did they do?
We didn't have ice boxes. We had salt. You know, we have to put everything in salt. A lot of salt, like when we had the butcher pig. It's in salt
to preserve it.
Yeah. Then
butter,
grasha, and
fat,
Crisco,
lard, like lard. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the only way you could. Things like milk, eggs, you had to eat it.
You have to boil them. The milk.
You boiled the milk?
You have to boil the milk. And the water to drink.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, the eggs used to.
The eggs would stay okay.
They stay, yeah.
But you were in Lomba St. Pedro.
Huh?
You were in the Lomba, right? You were out in the Lomba St. Pedro area.
For a while, yeah. Then I went to FNAC.
Then you went to FNAC. But how about Ponta Delgada? Did they have more...
Ponta Delgada, the electricity they had was very weak. It wasn't good like today, no. No, they had more things.
They had more things, though. Did they have ice boxes? No.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
I don't know. I don't know if they had ice boxes.
But that's interesting that you went from...
I don't think they had it. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. So you went from having a lot more luxury, in New Bedford.
Oh, well, good thing I got adopted with that thing of the way they lived. Yeah. Because in New Bedford I had electricity, everything, yeah.
That was weird.
It was a very different situation. But I don't know why I thought it was interesting.
So it was kind of like an adventure?
My grandmother baking bread. She taught me how to tender, you know.
Knead it?
Yeah. And eat it. I just liked seeing that. Yeah.
And so did you have, you had to have lanterns?
Oh, yeah, we had.
Lanterns, candles.
Oh, yeah, no. And we had,
everything.
Oh, yeah, we have to. You know, my husband used to read with those candeeiros. You know what's a candeeiro?
A lamp. Like a little lamp with oil?
With kerosene.
Kerosene.
Yeah. My husband used to read in bed sometimes until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, really?
With that little light, yeah. He used to love to read, yeah. He was a reader.
Well, there was no TV.
No.
No radio.
We had a radio.
You did have a radio?
Yeah,
but there was no electricity.
Huh?
No electricity.
No.
Batteries?
I don't know how we had it. I know we had it. I'm not sure. It was a long time ago.
Maybe it must have been batteries. They had batteries.
Yeah,
there were batteries.
Maybe a father knows. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I know we had a radio.
And but that was in the Azores, so you had...
Yeah, something else.
Yeah. So you were listening to a station from Ponta Delgada, probably.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I know that they used to listen to ball games and things like that, yeah.
Oh, what about cooking, though? Did you cook?
No.
You had a chef, too?
Yes, yeah. A girl that used to cook for me. No, I had it easy there. That's why I stayed there longer.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go to America to work like...
You know how to sew, so did you make your clothes?
I used to like to sew.
For fun.
But
Yeah.
I used to have somebody that used to sew.
Oh, also.
Certain things, yeah. I used to just sew to entertain. And then we used to get I used to go to my friends, we used to go for walks and things like that. Yeah.
In the Azores or in New Bedford?
Something else, yeah. We used to take long walks. We used to go, families. We used to go to the Senhora da Ajuda.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and back to Senhora da Ajuda, by the cemetery.
Yeah.
Has a nice view.
Yes.
We used to sit there and, you know, talk and things like that, you know.
A lot of talking. Playing games? Any cards?
Yeah, I used to play cards.
A lot of cards.
Oh, yeah. I go to Diolinda's parents. Diolinda, you know, the one that's sick.
Yeah.
I used to go to her parents. There we used to play cards. Oh, yeah, we used to, even in the store we used to play cards.
Oh, yeah.
A few people that we knew, they used to come at night. And we used to,
what did you play? What kind of games?
Sueca.
Is it Portuguese? Sueca?
Yeah, it's...
I'm going to look it up.
You know who plays a lot over here, Sueca? It's Rita's husband.
Oh.
And I've been playing with them too.
Oh, yeah?
And your father knows it well too. Your father knows well, Sueca. We used to play a lot.
Play a lot of cards. Well, that's a fun way.
We used to entertain ourselves.
So, what else do you have? Oh, school. What about school?
Well, you know, about school, I went for a little while. Then my mother wanted to put me in a special school to learn, but then she got sick.
Right.
She died.
But you did go to some elementary school.
A little bit.
Back east? In New Bedford.
Over here in New Bedford I went. I went to a Catholic school, St. Killian's School. And then I went to an Abraham Lincoln School.
Okay. That's what I thought. And what were some of the questions you asked?
What did you like about it? Like, did you like it, or what did you think? Like,
oh, well, it was okay. I used to like to go to school. Yeah, I wasn't as a special student. I used to like to, but I used to like to go to school. And then we had a workshop. We learned, you know, they do quilts. They taught us how to, but we used to go just by choice, not if we wanted to go, we could go. So I joined that. It was nice.
Quilting?
Huh?
Was it quilting you said, or?
Not cooking, sewing.
Sewing.
That's where I learned how to sew.
Oh.
Yeah, they had those kind of classrooms, yeah.
What else?
Not much.
Friends. Did you have friends at school?
Oh, yeah, I had friends, yeah.
Were they all mostly Portuguese immigrant or no?
No,
Mixed.
there are a lot of French from
That's right.
Canada.
French Canadian.
Yeah, a lot of French Canadians.
This is a good question. What did you want to be when you grew up?
I didn't think about it. At that time, I didn't think about it.
Did you have, was it girls and boys, the school? Or
Yeah.
It was mixed.
Exactly. We used to have, in the Catholic school, it was it was all nuns. We didn't have principal and everything. It was all nuns at that time. Now we don't see so many nuns in the Catholic school.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But at that time, it was all nuns. It was a nice school. And it was 3 rows of boys and 3 rows of girls. They were separated, the boys.
You mean in the classroom?
In the same classroom.
Oh, yeah, in the same classroom, but they just put
it
them
was
in.
a regular school,
Yeah.
like today. Same thing.
Same idea.
Yeah, same idea.
So you never felt like they didn't have different expectations for the girls than the boys, or they just obviously it was all in English.
Yeah, it was all in. Well, they had French. The French people had French schools and everything. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I'm reading, did you have jobs during your teenage years?
No.
Well, you got married during your teenage years.
was a husband.
And did you contribute to the family income with your mother, though? Your mom had a job. That was interesting.
Other work,
Yeah.
You can see in the little paper. That
Yes.
explains it.
I did. I looked it up. That mill where she worked was a cotton mill making thread.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah, sometimes I used to go there. Yeah.
I like to. I'm reading these questions, and of course, they don't always apply to you. But because it says, "At what age did you begin dating?"
Dating. Oh, they used to. My cousins used to go out sometimes.
Did they?
Boys. Yeah. Well, I was too young.
You were too young because you were 13.
But my cousins used to go out.
So back east, they were dating.
Oh yeah.
But in the Azores, I don't think.
No. Azores.
It's a whole.
Ask your father. Your father knows.
What do you mean?
They used to talk on windows.
Knock on windows.
She's in the window and your father knows better than me.
So you could just go and they could open the window and you could just talk.
Yeah.
Well, that's what my mom used to say. She goes, "We didn't date. You could visit through the window."
Right. Your mother knows. Yeah, they know better than.
But you didn't do any of that?
No. We just talk. It was so fast. It was a fast thing.
A fast thing. Just like, let's do it. Did you feel like if you got married, you'd feel a little more independence, or
Dependent?
what made you want to get married so young?
Well, you know why I got married? Because I didn't have my parents.
That's what I was thinking. You
And then
felt
I
like
had the three boys.
that's what I was thinking. It was like more of a security.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
That's the right thing. Yeah.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
That completely makes sense. My mom said also that you didn't want that your grandmother wanted to raise Tilim
Right. Well, my mother.
because she was a baby.
My mother,
He was a baby.
My mother knew she was gonna die.
Yeah.
And she even taught me how to. She used to tell me, "You're too young to take care of your little brother, but it's nice for you to know." And she taught me how to bathe him and give him milk and take care of him. She was so sick, and she did that. I still can see it telling me how to do it. Yeah, 4 months old baby, 4 months old baby. And I learned, so my cousin went and lived with me.
Now, what was your cousin's name that went to live with you?
Maria
again?
Augusta.
Oh, Maria. Oh, really? She was
Yeah.
Maria Augusta?
Yeah. She was
Because your name's not Maria Augusta,
No,
right?
my name is Mary.
Just Mary.
That's all. But they used to call me
But
Maria
they used to
Augusta.
call you because they still
And
do.
Massachusetts, my name is Mamie.
That's right, Mamie. Right.
My cousins all call me Mamie.
Yeah. So you didn't let your grandmother take the baby?
No, if I needed, but
Help.
I had my cousins, so we did. Both of us together, we took care of him.
So I have to ask my dad about the dating. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's the one that knows.
He's the one that knows. And you said, did you like to read? Your husband liked to read.
Yeah. Well, I used to read also, a little, not as much as him. He's the one that used to love to read.
Did you like fiction or more like
Stories,
interesting?
yeah.
And then the music, you said how much you liked Rudy Valley, but
Yeah.
but when you got to the Azores, you had a little radio, you said.
Yeah, we had a little.
So you did have some music.
Oh yes, we had.
Yeah.
some.
But wasn't there always a band, a city band?
Well, they have not. Oh yeah, they had a city band. Yeah. Yeah. And they have interesting songs that we used to like. Fadishtas,
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you liked
Fadishtas.
Fadishtas?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go over your list. Let's see. We were trying to figure out what year everybody was born. So right now, your son David is 79. He's my mom's age.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my mom's age.
And how old is Margaret?
She was
70.
this month, 75.
Oh, she just turned 75?
The fourth. Yeah,
Oh,
what's
okay.
today?
Today's the
Today's the 7th.
7th.
Yeah, and I forgot yesterday Michael's birthday. Yesterday and Amy.
That's
The
right.
two of the same day.
Oh, I didn't know you had
yeah.
Amy
I
on the same-
forgot this completely.
Call him
They're
today.
the same date.
What about Gabriel then? How old is Gabriel now?
Gabrielle is in August.
She's
She's 72, I think. I'm not sure. So many dates.
And Joe?
So many,
Joe is how old?
71.
71. He's only a year younger than Gabriel?
He's younger.
But just 1 year?
I think it was about almost 2 years. I'm not sure.
And what about Mary
I
Alice?
have the dates.
Yeah, what year is Mary Alice born? I mean, how old is Mary Alice now?
Oh.
Mary Alice.
Oh, 60.
She's 60?
No, more than that. I think 64.
64.
That's about it, yeah.
Yeah, something
more
like
than that. She wished she was just 60. That 60 is already gone.
So we talked already, I'm reading this, we already talked a little bit about the depression. You remember seeing it affect other people, but...
This depression was sad.
It was really bad.
It was sad, yeah.
Your family, but what about your relatives? How were they?
Uh-huh.
Were your relatives, your cousins, they were all okay?
Yeah, they used to, yeah, my uncle, Jack, the one, he used to live with us.
Yeah.
And my other uncle, the one that had the big family, 9 kids.
No. Oh, I didn't know, yeah.
Yeah, there was 9 kids.
That's all those
That's
cousins.
all
those girls and all that,
the
yeah.
boys, yeah.
Are they the one that had the farm?
They used to live in Fairhaven. We used to live in New Bedford, and they used to live in Fairhaven. It's right by there.
Mm-hmm.
And my uncle, he started to sell. He started working with a bakery,
Mm-hmm.
and he used to deliver, cakes and things to the stores.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes at night he used to say, "Hey, let's go to the farm, to my uncle's farm," and we used to play there games. And then I had a lot of cousins. They were interesting. We used to have good times. Yeah.
The farm, is that house that's still back east?
No, that's another one.
That's another one.
The
Whose
one
house was that?
Cushnet. That's in the Cushnet.
What city is it?
Cushnet. It's right by New
Cushnet?
Bedford. This is all together.
Oh, I didn't know it was in a different city.
Where you went to the
Yeah.
farm where they used to live?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's in the Cushnet. No, they used to live in another farm. It was a
Okay.
small house. They had a few cows and pigs and things like that. And it was right by the ocean. We used to walk to the ocean.
Okay.
Yeah, and we used to spend summer days in the ocean. We used to go swimming and things like that. I never learned how to swim.
The house that I went back east
I know.
and saw
It's a
is in
pretty house.
Cushnet.
It's
And
in
whose
the
house was that?
My uncle's.
I know, but which uncle?
Joe, the one that's the father of all those girls.
Okay, so that's Joe.
Yeah, that's Joe.
And does they still own that or they sell it?
They sold it now.
They did?
Yeah, now they sold. Now it doesn't belong to them anymore. Yeah, it's too bad. It was a cute house.
It was a very cute house. It was a really cute house.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was cute. It was a little
pretty
white
house.
farmhouse,
Yeah.
but it had a little stone fence all the way around, and it was very
And they
pretty.
had a little store. They used to plant things in the summertime, and then they used to sell it over there.
Oh,
Yes.
like a farmer's market.
Yeah.
Like
They
a
used
little
to- Yeah,
stand.
they had a little thing. They used to sell a lot.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They had a place that the cars used to come in.
So did you, you were born
Massachusetts.
1917,
Yeah.
so World War One
Well,
was...
I don't know where it was.
Yeah. World War One was over. Was World War One over by then?
Yeah, almost.
I don't even.
Then there was nothing in
But
really
almost,
in between.
but she wouldn't have remembered it anyway.
Oh, I know. Do you
Armistice
remember?
was 18, I think, so like just barely.
Yeah. Were your parents like Republican, Democrat? Do you know anything about their politics?
At that time it was. I don't. I know.
No,
I
because
know
you were
the
a kid.
president. I know the president was Hoover when I went to the old country. It was
Oh, yeah.
Hoover president. I don't know. Nothing else. I don't know. At that time, I didn't pay attention.
So FDR, Roosevelt wasn't president yet when you guys moved. President Roosevelt.
No, when we went to the old country, it was Hoover, the
Okay.
name of the
Still
president.
Hoover.
That I remember. I don't know nothing else. I remember about Roosevelt, but it was after. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, this is silly. We're going to just jump ahead. This is about inventions, important inventions. You already talked about, you guys had a radio.
Yeah.
When did you first get a television?
Over here in
Yeah,
America.
yeah.
In Rio Del.
In Rio Del?
Your father probably remembers that.
Yeah. So
it was in Rio Del, and when we came, we didn't have no. Then we bought one.
Yes,
Yeah.
but-
And it was the ones that had tubes.
yeah.
Oh, it was a pain in the neck. Today we get a radio.
So easy.
We're easy TV. Yeah.
So you had a little TV with rabbit ears or antenna, probably. I don't know. And what did you watch?
Oh yeah, those nice programs at night. At that time it was nice, like Ed Sullivan and these nice old guys.
What year did you come here? I always forget.
That was in 1950.
1950 you came?
1955.
1955. Okay, yeah. So all those 50 shows were big.
Oh, it had nice shows. At that time, we were nice and clean, and they were nice. They were nice. Not today. I don't care. Those shows.
Yeah.
Do you have a computer?
One right over.
Oh yeah, there it is. It's
I
right
don't
behind
even know
you.
how to work it.
You don't?
Mary Alice brought it the other day, and she was teaching me how to play no game.
Solitaire or something like that?
I still don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And besides that, never. But what do I want the computer to see? To see Facebook.
Yeah. Like my mom?
Yeah, your mother. That entertains.
Yeah.
And yesterday was Saturday. Mary Jo called me.
Yeah.
And she said, "Hey, I saw a picture of you in a Facebook." I said, "Picture? What kind of picture?" When T. George got married.
Oh.
There was a picture of him and Odelia, and it was my family and her family. One on the
yeah.
side.
Who put that on there?
I don't know.
I think it's not in. I think that picture's in here somewhere.
No, I don't have it.
You don't have it?
I don't have that picture.
Who
no.
put that picture? Because I put pictures
So
sometimes.
it was a nice picture.
I did put a couple pictures yesterday. This
You did?
morning
Which
I
one?
did. I put one of my favorites, which is hold on, I gotta find it.
So young.
This one.
Oh, that's a nice
Was it either
picture.
this one or
No, I think
maybe it was the other one.
that
This
one.
one. I put
Yeah,
this one. Yeah. I love
Look
that
at all
picture.
the hair, black hair. Now it's all picture of your mother and father.
It goes 30 minutes.
Yeah, that is a really nice
Yeah,
picture.
and
Yeah.
even Mary Jo and children.
It's the same studio.
Yeah.
Isn't it the best? Same background. And I put one other. What was the other one I put?
I think it was the one of you as the baby with ice cream.
Oh, yeah, well. Yeah, I put,
With the Santa Cruz boat.
I did. I put the Santa Cruz one. Gosh, I can't find this one. I put that one because I'm in it.
That's nice. You was enjoying that ice cream. Oh, she was so happy with that ice cream. It's a cute picture.
So you said you had all that help in the Azores. So when did you learn to cook?
I learned.
Here? When you came here,
Well,
or a
I
little
was
bit over there? You
over there.
were doing
I
a little
learned
bit.
over there. I learned over there, but I didn't do it. You know.
Yeah.
I had somebody to do it, but not that I didn't know.
Right.
Yeah.
So cooking in the Azores, like did you have to learn how to like pluck a chicken and all that?
What?
Did you have to kill the chicken and pluck the chicken, or did you
I
buy
never
it?
killed it, but I asked somebody to do it. Not me. I never had the courage to kill a chicken.
I couldn't do it either.
Oh, I can't do it.
And my dad would get so mad at me because I wouldn't do it.
No,
I
I never
refused.
did like to do it.
Yeah. I didn't mind the dead chicken, but I didn't want to kill it.
Yeah, I don't like to kill. I didn't like to. I never did like to kill over here, over there, never.
Yeah, because you had the chicken ranch too.
Huh?
You had the chicken ranch too, but you didn't.
Oh yeah, I worked in my chicken ranch.
I know
yeah.
you did. I know.
When we came from Rio Del over here, me and my husband, we the ones that worked. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, I used to take from the cages. If it was a dead chicken, I used to take it out and things like that. But I kill it. I never had to
Same
kill
thing
it.
I did. I'd take it out and
Yeah.
I'd leave it at the end,
Right, I
and my
used to
brothers
take
could
it,
kill it.
yeah.
I didn't want to kill it.
But I've never had the courage to kill it. No.
So when you were growing, well, okay, in New Bedford it's completely different. New Bedford
Oh, yeah.
from the Azores.
Oh,
So in New
very,
Bedford,
very different.
what was there a grocery store that you would go to,
Over
or where
there-
would your mom get the food? Your
Over
grandmother?
there in
No,
New Bedford?
yeah.
Oh, I New Bedford, we had grocery stores. Oh, yeah.
You go and you'd have a butcher.
Oh, we even have we had a grocery store in the house where we lived. We used to live in the
Yeah.
second tenement.
Yeah.
And in the bottom it was a grocery store.
Oh, that was
I used to
convenient.
love to go and buy, you know those cookies that has mushroom on top? It's covered with chocolate. They have them over here.
It's a candy, looks like a mushroom, or
No, it's a cookie.
it's a cookie
Oh,
with a
it's-
mushroom on top.
It was mushrooms over there, but now I think they put something else. But they're covered with chocolate.
Yeah,
The bottom is a cookie.
Yeah.
And then it has
marshmallow, or no?
something like that. Yeah. I used to go and buy. No, I used to buy a lot of them. And then we used to have those nice. Now they have them over here, but a lot of things they have over here. They have a New Bedford. They don't have over here. Like those donuts with the inside with Jello.
Yeah,
Oh, now they have
jelly.
It was good.
Yeah, jelly filled donuts.
Oh yes, we used to have them. Yeah. No, we used to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mother used to buy it and then in the end of the month she used to pay it like now.
So when you get to the Azores, then how do you get your groceries?
They used to buy from the city.
Oh,
Yeah, my father had a car, so we'd go to the city and buy things that we need. Yeah.
oh, okay. So did you? How long did it take to drive to the city?
That time was a long time. It used
Yeah.
to take about 2 hours, and now it's minutes.
I know. So my dad said,
With the new, yeah. It used to be good because the streets are like that.
and they used to be cobblestone too.
And there wasn't, sometimes in the winter time with mud and things like that.
Would close the roads.
Yeah.
It was bad.
No,
So-
now it's very different. Now it's all just like over here.
But you can't. You could buy groceries, but what about meat? Was there a butcher and?
They used to sell it. Yeah. They used to,
come around with a.
yeah, they used to, the cows and things, and they used to sell it over there. They kill it and sell it.
Oh.
Yeah. We used to buy it.
All ready to cook,
Already,
just like from a butcher.
Right, yeah.
And what about fresh, like milk?
Uh-huh.
About fresh things like milk. There was probably a dairy
Milk,
nearby.
We had the milk, yeah.
You had a cow.
They used to have the milk, but we used to boil it.
You had to boil it first because it wasn't
Yeah.
pasteurized.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
I always loved milk. I always did. And sometimes the milk used to be a little amargoso. I don't know how you say it in English.
I don't either.
Amargoso. It's, because the cows used to eat certain things that we tasted on the milk.
You could taste in the milk.
But I like it.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And the
And in Massachusetts, we had nice milk. And in the winter, when they used to they used to deliver it and put it at the doors. Today they can't do that. Because at that time they used to do it. And in the winter, when they had, you know those bottles?
glass.
Glass bottles, yeah. They don't use them today, but that time they used to use them, the glass bottle. And it was covered with something made out of I don't say it now. Peplum. You know what's peplum?
Oh, kind of like I know it like
No, I
like
know.
a cloth,
I know it's
like a Muslim or a peplum.
peplum. It's like, oh my goodness.
It's like it's not paper, but it's
Yeah. It's like something, you know.
a little more thick.
Yeah. And in the winter, when they used to put it at the door, it was so cold, and they didn't mix today the milk is mixed, the cream and everything. At that time the cream was separated from the and the cream used to get out of the bottle about like this.
Oh, because it was
Frozen.
Oh, so it would be sticking out.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
And it was good.
You mean you ate it frozen?
I used to love it. My mother used to get mad at me. I used to eat the cream of the milk.
So if it's not, did you mix it up when you would eat it or boil it?
It
would mix.
To mix it. Yeah.
Yeah, the cream is good. I've had that before.
Yeah, the cream is so good.
Like pure like whipping cream or something. It's all thick.
And it was natural,
Very natural. But here you didn't have to boil the milk.
Over here, no.
No, in the Azores you had to boil the milk. Okay.
Because it came from the cow.
Straight, yeah. Here they were already doing.
Yeah, no Bedford, we didn't have to boil it.
Yeah. What about?
What a difference, New Bedford from New Bedford, from Azores, from San Pedro.
And I was reading.
We had a nice home.
And the population of New Bedford in the
now it's a lot.
Well, even then it was 150,000.
Well, it's a big city.
It was big.
It's a big city.
Yeah.
You already went there, huh?
Yeah, but just a little bit, not very much.
But that time it was nice because it was at night. Sometimes when my mother used to say, "Let's go for a walk and see the windows of the stores."
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to go one way and come. Today they can't do that. There's a lot of different races and
crime,
other games. Not like when we used to live there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So you like to go window shopping, like looking at the windows display?
Yeah, I used to love to go and see the window. Like in San Miguel, I don't know now, but in the city. We used to go around at night and see the windows. They had nice things. And it was so pleasant.
Yeah, that would be pleasant.
Yeah.
So, what was the largest town or city you remember visiting when you were young?
New Bedford.
And
I used to go to Rhode Island. But no, Rhode Island I used to just go to my uncle's house. New Bedford was...
But you never went to Boston?
When we came over here, when we went to the old country, into Boston, yeah.
Oh, did the ship go out of Boston?
It left from Boston.
Oh, it did?
It didn't leave from New Bedford, no. Even today they leave from Boston. Yeah.
But you didn't ever go to Boston for fun?
No.
Before that?
At that time, no.
Because it was...
Yes, we used to entertain. We used to go to my uncle's houses. They had everything. Everybody had kids at that time. Everybody's gone.
Yeah. If we went back east, are there cousins that you know still?
You know something. I think there's very few. The ones that I used to get along was the ones that I have over here. Those were... I used to get along with everybody, but those that used to live in Fairhaven, and that's where we used to go a lot, yeah.
But they're all gone?
Yeah. I have a nice picture of one of my aunts with their family, with all their 10 kids. I have a picture of it. You people... If it's sandy, I'll show it. It's a nice picture.
So where is it?
I want to go get it. A nice picture. I don't know what happened.
You can't find your pictures?
They disappeared.
What?
A lot of nice pictures. But I have a few. Let's see. But I had another picture of my other cousins, but I gave it to one of the girls.
Oh, I have.
This is David with his grandfather.
Oh. That's your husband's father? T. David's father?
Yeah. He was blind over here because he had diabetes and he was never used to take it. And David, he was sitting in the shade and David went and sat in this...
And who took the picture? I wonder. Don't know. Who took this picture, though? Who took it?
I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, that's over here. It's in this pile. This is old.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Look how old. This is my uncle.
Which uncle?
Joe, the one that was in Fairhaven. And these are, these are cousins.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know they are.
Mm-hmm.
And this is my uncle, my father's brother,
Oh.
his wife, his daughter, and his son. And this is my cousin from somebody else.
Oh.
Where's the picture?
Look at the bow on that girl's hair.
Oh, so cute.
Oh, right over. No. No. Let's give her the other one. She got married in Rio Del.
That's a pretty picture.
I think I had it over here. Oh, here it is. Look at this picture. Look at this family.
That's your uncle's 10 kids?
No.
Your
This
aunt.
is my mother's sister. Yeah.
So it's your mother's sister,
Yeah.
her husband.
All the children.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
That's all the
10.
children.
Wow.
And they were all back east?
All back east in Fairhaven. And in Fall River. Those are from Fall River. I don't know if there's some of them still alive, but I think most of them already died.
Were these the ones that...
No, these are my mother's sister.
Mm-hmm.
And my uncles, I had a picture like that. They have 9. These are 10. And
What
the other
was
one
their
had-
last name?
Huh?
What was their last name?
Ponce.
Oh, Ponce?
Ponce, yeah.
Okay. Well, which uncle did my dad come and live with?
Joaquin.
Oh, it was Joaquin.
Jack, yeah.
Jack. Oh, he went by Jack.
Yeah, Jack.
Okay. And he had
Because my uncle Jack he lived with us until he got married.
That's the
Yeah,
uncle.
that's the-
All right. So he
that's-
had kids. Who were his kids?
Yes, I think 7.
7.
Yeah.
And those were the ones that they were still at the farm at the end. Some of them.
No.
No.
They never lived in the farm.
No.
No, Jack lived always in the city. He was a banker. He used to work in a bank.
Oh, okay.
He had a
I'm
good
confused.
job. Yeah. And the other ones used to live in farms. So
Okay.
That's
okay.
my mother.
That's that one we saw before.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, it's starting
I
to
just
fade a
wanted to
little.
show you that.
That's a beautiful picture. Isn't
Huh?
that beautiful?
Isn't that pretty? I think the two of them, these are twins.
Oh, look at the little
When,
twins.
They're twins.
Yeah, go ahead.
And they were pretty. And one of them, one of them won a beauty contest. Yeah.
They look pretty. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the rest is. These are things that are not important.
It's a great picture.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
I think that's it. Yeah, I had a picture of my other uncle with 9 kids. It was nice too.
Wow.
But I gave it to one of the daughters wanted it, so I gave it to her.
We need to make copies of these things before we give them. This you can see is you can tell I took a picture of it. See the white around there?
Oh, yeah.
I wonder
And
what
this is
year.
a nice picture of my uncle.
It is very nice too.
Yeah.
Do you know roughly what year that would be?
I don't. Oh, that was before. I don't know if it was 1920s. I think.
Looks
I think it's
with
the
the little
1920s.
sailor outfit and the bow and
Look at these hairdos and the dresses. They're pretty.
very pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
His hairdo is pretty special too,
And the
actually.
dresses, I think they're very
Don't you
pretty.
think?
What year do you think that is?
Yeah, what year do you
That's
think
really
that
Oh,
is?
that was in the 20s also.
The 20s?
You think?
With those
Oh,
dresses?
before that. The 20s, I know
The
what kind
teens,
of clothes
maybe.
they had. It's no, that was in the 1917, 16. Yeah. That's when it was.
Because that was those dresses.
Yeah, because by the clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks older than 20s.
20s, yours more like even this.
Yeah.
No, but this is 19. We know this is 1916.
Yeah.
And that was
20s, I think, I always think of stuff
More
like
this.
this. Yeah.
That was in
more
the,
20s.
This
that
one's
was in the 20s. Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Oh,
with their
yeah.
hairstyles and the little girls'
Maybe in the late
dresses.
20s. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
And the
They
way
were
she has
all
a
nice.
little,
They were all
A
lovely.
little haircut, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. This was the oldest one. Was Ernest. It was,
yeah?
he was a nice looking man. Yeah, and this is Manuel.
I'll be
I
darned.
think it was Hilda. I know all the names.
At one time.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Well, do you feel like you have
She
enough?
wants to go home, huh?
No, she's fine. She just wants to make sure she asks as many. She has to write a paper, 10 pages, so she needs lots of information to write.
Well, I don't know. What
Which one do you think?
This,
I just think
and this
like,
one is Hilda. Look at how cute she looks.
The little one?
Yeah,
I know, with the big bow.
I know. And this is it. Mamie was her name, and my uncle Manuel. This is Arthur.
Arthur?
Yeah.
And so
this
they're
is
all
Ernie.
Maderas, right?
No, this one is not.
No.
This is
But I mean, he's your Uncle Madeira's uncle.
yeah,
Yeah.
my father's.
And you never know what happened to all of them?
Oh, they're all died. That I know. Well, you know, Hilda, not too long ago was okay, but now I used to ask my cousins, my other cousins, and I don't know. Now I don't know what happened to
She
her.
was back east also?
all from New Bedford. That's
All
where
from
we're
New
from.
Bedford. So you don't know what was Hilda's married name? Do you know?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I just knew her as a girl, young girl. I did.
Because there's a lot of records you can find online.
Oh,
If you
yeah,
know
I
a
don't
little
know.
bit, you can find it.
He's supposed to be Madeira's because
Right.
it's my father's brother.
What was his first name again?
I don't know.
You don't know what his
his
first-
son is Arthur.
But what was your uncle's name?
I think it's Manuel.
You think it's Manuel?
I'm not sure.
You see, Joseph and Manuel.
But I
Was your
used to have
dad? Your dad was the oldest,
Joe.
or
I
was he?
think so.
Your
I
dad was the
think
oldest.
So. I'm not sure. I think he was older. Yeah. And his wife was very nice looking. She didn't even look. You know, she's light complexion with the blonde hair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, the little girl looks blonde,
Yeah.
doesn't she?
oh,
Doesn't she?
that's so cute, yeah.
So I like this picture, but
Yeah, it's lovely.
I had the other one was something like this, but it was 9 kids. This one is 10. One of the girls died early. She was a very pretty girl. She's Alice. Yeah, Edmund. Yeah.
Oh. Gosh, it's hard to.
So that's about it.
That's about it. What do you want to? Well, life here
Yeah.
in Gustine. So let's skip ahead. Well, let's skip ahead to the chicken ranch.
To what?
To here, living here in Gustine.
I know the story of
I know a lot,
Augustine.
but you lived out here and you started the chicken ranch.
That's why we came here. We went to Riedel, and I used to like to be there.
I know.
Not the place. The place is not nice, not pretty at all.
Oh, really?
No. You never went to Riedel?
I know. I went to Scotia and we looked around a little.
Yeah,
but
Scotia is cute.
Oh, okay.
Scotia, yeah, they had that mill, PL.
Yes.
And, but then we had, the trouble coming over here is too hot in the summer. And over there it's always so nice, nice and cool. Yeah. When we used to come here visit, oh, it was like coming to a heaven.
That's what
But
you said.
David and my husband decided to buy a little ranch. They bought that place where they are today. Yeah.
They bought it together?
Yeah, they bought it together.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We sold the house that we had there. We had a pretty nice little house, yeah. And it had a nice view because that's hills all over. You know Furnes, something like Furnes, yeah.
It is pretty up there. It is prettier than here.
Furnes is beautiful.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, even up in Rio Del is prettier.
Riedel is not that pretty. I like it with the climate, the cool weather.
But Humboldt County is pretty.
Oh yeah, it is. It has
All the
beautiful
trees,
trees.
yeah.
Yeah. the redwood trees.
When you were up there, did you work at all or no?
I worked, yeah. I
you had
worked
a
in the
job?
laundry for 10 years.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I worked
In
the
a
laundry.
laundromat?
Yeah, in the laundry. I used to sew,
Oh.
patch.
Oh.
Yeah.
How did you get that job?
I went, when I got there, I went around and around and then I got it.
Just
I went
asking?
and asked for it, and I worked there. You know when Kennedy died? When John F. Kennedy was killed? We were working, and Mr. Burtin, that was our boss, I can still see him come and say, our president was killed today. And everybody stopped working. And
That's pretty shocking.
everybody was in shock. I still can see Mr. Burtain telling us, today our president was killed.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was a long time ago. I was still working. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you were up there and you were sewing.
10 years.
Because your kids were already a little bigger.
How old were you?
Yeah, they were going to school. They were all going to school.
Yeah, because Mary Alice was what?
Well, I was gonna say because you said that your
Mary
oldest.
started in kindergarten. Yeah.
Okay, because David was already when he moved here. He
17.
was like,
David didn't want to go to work. He was work. He doesn't want to go to school. He was working.
yeah.
Another story. And my kids, they didn't know. Your mother didn't know English. She used to go to school with Margaret and me, and the teacher, Mrs. Stevenson.
Wait a minute. She went to the elementary school?
She used to go to learn the language. She went to college.
I see.
She
Yeah,
used to go to college over there. But the teacher was Mrs. Stevens. Your mother knows Mrs. Stevens. She was a very nice teacher. And she used to tell the kids, pla. She said, hey kids, pla is jump. It's in English. And the kids used to jump and used to know the word.
I see.
Like that.
I see. So she was very...
Yeah, she was a very nice
Was it a class to learn English, you mean? They were going to an English...
No, there was
yeah.
class learning, but my kids didn't know English.
No.
And Mary Alice didn't know one word. She went to kindergarten. The teacher thought she was retired. Because she didn't know nothing.
Oh.
Yeah.
But she must have learned pretty quick.
Yeah. And Margaret in the old country, she used to go to a special college. The nuns, they used to have nuns in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Was it like high school, you mean? Or?
Like high school, yeah. And the principal over in Riedel was very nice, the principal. He says, well, she doesn't have to go to the grammar school. She knows enough to go to the high school. And this is another story. And he said the principal was pretty nice of the grammar school, went to her house, and he said she doesn't have to go to the grammar school because she has already high school from over there. She can go to high school over here. And I know a girl, she's a very nice girl, and she can help her. You know who was it? Patsy.
You're kidding. That's Patsy's David's wife. Yeah,
Patsy.
obviously. That's how you met Patsy?
That's how we met Patsy. It was because of Margaret.
I had no idea.
And
did Patsy speak Portuguese?
She spoke a little bit.
A little bit.
Because a little bit. Now she speaks much better.
Oh, really?
But she was in high school, and the principal says she's a nice girl. She doesn't smoke. This is the principal thing. And she goes she likes to see ball games. She goes with her grandfather to see ball games. But they used to live out in the country. So he says, I'll tell you where, told David. David went with him and he went and showed where they were living. And that's the way.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I know. And that's something.
That is really amazing.
That's the way
I had no idea.
That's the way he met Patsy. And Patsy used to work in the office in school too.
Oh, yeah?
The high school, yeah. So he always said the best things about her.
The principal?
Oh, yeah.
She didn't smoke. That's important.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Is she Portuguese, Patsy?
Her parents.
Oh, her parents are Portuguese? I didn't know that.
Her mother was already
Born here?
Born over here in America, yeah. But they're from Terceira.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
The father and the grandmother. The mother was already was born in Rio Del.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's why she could understand a little from her
from her
dad.
grandparents, because her grandparents used to speak Portuguese.
And she's the same age as Margaret?
Huh?
She's the same age as Margaret?
Oh, no.
Patsy?
Patsy's a little younger.
Oh, a little bit younger?
A little younger, yeah.
So the principal's idea was they could go to school
So she went
together?
to school, and she didn't want to stay.
Who, Margaret?
No, I don't know. I don't understand it. So she went to work in the laundry with, and then after she got married.
Margaret,
after she got married and had 3 children, that's when she decided to go to college, and she became a teacher.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, you fall on a lot of things.
How did she get her high school diploma? She had to get her high school diploma first.
Well, she went to school.
She went to school, got the diploma after she got married.
And then she went to college.
Because her husband was a college graduate already.
Oh, yeah. He went to, and then he got a scholarship to go to Seattle, Washington. That's where he got his PhD.
Okay. When you guys came, because I know she was here the other day, and she. When you guys came, Carlos came with you.
No. Carlos came he came to America as a student. He was always a high.
Student.
He was always very honor student, and he came to America as a student to Fall River, Massachusetts. Oh. And that's where his family. And then I don't know. He wanted to come to California, so he came to California.
So he went to visit.
He went to visit us. He was there a few months. That's where he met your mother. Your mother was from another island. She's not from San Miguel. She finished her degree in teaching, and she had a teaching. She was Joe's teacher for a while.
Oh, I didn't know that. Her son Joe.
She was my son's teacher for a while.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, she got a job in Freitas. That's where your father met her. Yeah.
So there's a lot of, they talk a lot about that she was engaged to someone else, and then
I think so.
It was like she said she was, but it was like
that story. I don't know very well. She had somebody that used to like it.
But they talk about the city band coming by and playing a song or something.
Maybe.
What was that? Mary Jo maybe knows more those stories. But so he decided to get married, and then he stayed there for a couple of years, didn't he?
I don't know how long he stayed. He stayed there for a while. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He got married. Yeah.
Was he working?
He got married. I was already in America. I didn't go to this wedding.
Oh,
that's
right.
He stayed there. And I came to America, and then they got married. Him and Mary Jo, I think they married in the same time. Yeah.
Around the same time. Yeah. So you weren't there.
No, when they got married, I wasn't there.
So when they came, went up to Humboldt where you were.
Yeah, they stayed at my house for a little while until they got settled.
Because the lumber company had housing too, I think.
Yeah.
They had the company town.
Your grandparents were there.
I know, yeah. There's some pictures with them even in there. So
Scotia is a cute place. They have it nicely, they have all small houses. They all belong to the company. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they used to go there. The rent was nice.
Mm-hmm. I think it was all set up. It was a company town.
Yeah.
They call it.
It was a big company. Too bad they closed it already. Yeah.
Pacific Lumber Company.
Nice big company. It was interesting going through the factory to see how.
I saw it once.
Your father worked there.
We went up there and took a tour once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They sold it, and they say they're going to sell the town because the town still belonged to the company, but I don't know
what they're doing.
So you worked
at a theater.
Mm-hmm. So you guys lived up there for 10 years.
In Scotia, they had a laundry place.
Yeah, and that's where you worked.
Yeah.
In Scotia.
Yeah, That's where I started driving. I took my license the first time for the Scotia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's another good question.
Yeah.
And you're still driving.
Yeah, I'm still driving. So far.
My mom passed her test. You
Yeah,
heard.
Good. She's
Anything we're
someone
missing?
else.
Well, the adult life. You were. I didn't know you worked in the laundromat.
Oh yeah.
And then when your
yeah.
husband and your son bought this ranch here on Whitworth, that's when you moved. All moved.
That's where we moved. Yeah.
And what year was that? It was after
10
Kennedy got
years
shot.
After we came in 1955.
55? 65 about?
Yeah,
Was I born yet?
And then Mary Alice went to high school over here.
Yeah.
She graduated in 1969, I think.
In Gustine?
Something like that, yeah.
So,
No, you were not born.
I was born in 64.
64. Oh, so you were with the Cornell High School.
Yeah, that's right. And your husband, so you guys started the chicken ranch, and then you just worked at the chicken ranch. You didn't work outside.
Over here,
Yeah.
I helped a lot.
Oh, I know you helped a lot, but you
yeah.
didn't have a job outside the chicken ranch.
No, but
No.
we used to sell eggs.
Yeah, at the
I
door.
used to sell them over there in the chicken house.
And then, was the house there, or did you guys build it?
No, that was a house there.
The one that
two
David.
houses were there.
Oh,
We
okay.
just remodeled it a little bit. Yeah, the two houses were there. The
Oh,
old
they were.
house.
Yeah, the old house that David lives in now.
Yeah,
When Patsy.
yeah.
That's the funny story. So Patsy was Margaret's friend.
No, she didn't know Margaret.
The principal.
The principal
Yes,
was the
yes,
one
yes,
that
yes,
said
yes.
she could help her in
Right.
high school.
And did she? But
And
Margaret didn't
I
want to
think
do
so,
it.
but Margaret didn't want to stay there too long.
Oh, so she quit. But David kept
But David, no, David.
kept visiting.
Yeah. And then he asked her for a date. Yeah, and so I think that the day he asked her for a date, I think she had a bad headache. And the mother said, she can't go out because she has a headache. And I heard, that's what the sisters say, she cried. She said, oh, because she thought David was okay, and he is okay.
Yeah.
So then they started to see one another, and that was it. It was because of Margaret.
That is hilarious. You know what I
You
don't...
never know. We never know how things happen.
Yeah. Didn't she have a really bad car accident?
Well, Margaret?
No, Patsy.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I didn't...
With David, they were, I think, it was after they got married, not too long. Yeah, she even broke her neck. She was
Because I remember pictures with a brace.
Yeah, she had a brace. And then she was in bed. They had like heavy things from her head. So she couldn't, she had special glasses to see down. She was there for, I don't know for how long, in Fresno.
Oh, really?
Because they had an accident that way.
What happened? What was the accident? Do you remember?
It was something on the curve. I think, I'm not exactly remember how it was.
But David didn't get hurt so
It
bad?
was her. She got hurt.
Who was driving? Was David driving?
I think it was David who was driving.
That was scary.
We never know. Never know.
Well, that's true. We never know.
Never know.
So, you remember Kennedy being shot, of course.
Yeah. We were working.
What about Bobby Kennedy?
Well, yeah, I know too. I went and see him over here in Modesto in a train. Yeah.
When my dad went?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
We saw him when they were there in the train.
They did a whistle-stop tour through Modesto.
Yeah.
And it was it was not too long before he got killed.
No, not too long.
Yeah, because he got shot, I think, in L.A. I think it was in Los Angeles, and he was doing this whole tour. No.
Yeah, the poor guys.
And then Martin Luther King got shot.
Oh.
Martin Luther King.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, no, we went somewhere, and we went and see the place. We went by the hotel where yeah. And then we went and see the Elvis Presley's place.
Oh yeah.
It was nice. It was interesting. Yeah.
Graceland.
His house and all what he had, unbelievable. He was a young guy, 40 something. The gold records that he had, the cars that he had. It's unbelievable what he had.
Well, you know, you used to go to Tahoe also, right? To the shows in Tahoe with my parents.
Oh yes, we used to go. We have a picture.
Yeah. And so were there? When was the? Do you remember the first show you went to? And no, because my dad remembers his first show.
Yeah,
Because he said it was Bobby Darin.
Oh no, I don't.
And he came out and he was singing "Oh My Papa," which he said it was his favorite song, and he'll never forget it.
He was a young guy when he did that. He was young.
Yeah.
Younger, much younger than what he is. But yeah, I believe he remembers that.
Yeah,
that was a nice song.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite song, and he was singing it right there because he came out from the back of the theater. But
they used to go a lot of times there.
They went a lot.
They used to go all with the Oliveiras on the plane.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. I went too a couple times. But so you didn't? Did you like going to Tahoe to see the shows?
Who?
You.
I haven't been going for a
No,
while.
but when you did you like it?
Yeah, oh yeah, I like it. I like it.
What were some of the shows you saw that you remember that were really good?
That Spanish guy was.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
You mean Julio Iglesias?
Yeah.
Well, I took you to Julio Iglesias.
I like that one, and Shirley she's dances.
Shirley MacLaine?
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been
We
a good
saw
one.
a lot of nice shows there. And
Did
Dean
you-
Martin.
Dean
Dean Martin
Martin.
was my favorite.
Oh, I love that. I do
Yeah,
like Dean
and
Martin.
I
I
love
like
his
Dean Martin
songs,
too. My
yeah.
grandmother loved Dean Martin too.
Yeah. I like it.
Did you ever see like Frank Sinatra?
Yes, we used to, at that time used to come a lot of actors to Tahoe. Today, and then we used to have dinner in the theater. No, they don't do that.
No, it's not as nice.
No, it's too bad. Yeah.
Yeah. The dinner shows. The dinner
Yeah,
shows.
you used
Dean
to
Martin,
have-
all the big shows.
You
came.
saw the pictures over here. We're in the theater. We're over
I know.
there, yeah. And they used to go nicely dressed with suits. Then they even had the suits to rent in case.
Oh, in case?
Yeah.
You
But
better be
no,
nice.
now
to
they
them.
go any old
Anyway.
way.
Did you see Elvis?
Elvis Presley? No, I never.
Never did. My mom saw
Yeah.
Elvis, and my mom and dad. But
Oh, your parents went to a lot of nice shows.
they used to go all the time.
Yeah.
It'd be like all of a sudden, let's go.
Yeah. And
we
then
go.
they had the Oliveiras. They used to take them a lot in the airplane.
Did you ever go to like Disneyland? Were you guys big
Oh
on
yeah, I
like
went,
Disneyland?
I went more than one time.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
remember, but I went. It was nice, but now.
You don't like?
No.
I took
No,
my dad.
I like it, but I don't like to go.
My dad went with us a couple years ago. We had a good time.
Yeah, well, it's nice. I went a lot of times too. It was nice. Yeah.
And
Hey,
the-
is he gonna go to the old country with you? Yes.
are you going?
No.
She's
No more.
going.
That's enough for me, huh?
Oh, come on, one more time.
Yeah, no.
I know my mom refuses to go too.
Yeah, mother doesn't want to go.
Stubborn. No. She says, I'm like, I just want
And
more.
they have nice houses over there. Your
I
father
know.
bought some nice homes. Yeah.
I know.
And even to Olympia, have beautiful homes. Yeah.
But what are you gonna do?
They bought nice homes. That last house that your father had, I used to love it. Because we used to sit in the living room, you see the airplanes, the ocean, everything. It was a beautiful.
Yeah.
Lady doctor has it.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. We'll go by there. You can see it.
yeah.
So anyway, no, but I think it'll be a nice trip. We'll have fun. What else? Real quick.
I don't know. I mean, obviously,
So you have a lot to say if you want to.
Well, I think
Just a
about
few little things. Yeah.
David got married, Margaret got married, Gabriel got married, Joe got married, and then Mary Alice was a lot younger.
Yeah,
she was a
Mary-
little
Mary
more of the
Alice-
60s.
Mary Alice went and played the casino.
She did. She ran
Because
off
she
the
liked
Tahoe.
the mountains. She liked
Yeah.
the mountains. She liked this thing. So she went to Riverdale with a friend that they still are good friends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Annette, yeah. And the both of them, they got guys over there in the casino. Richard was in college. He finished his college degree, and he went in, for the summertime, they used to go groups, and he went to the casino, and he stayed there. Even his parents were mad because he had stayed there. He stayed there and worked, and then that's where they met Mary Alice.
Mary Alice.
Yeah, and the other girl, the friend of Mary Alice, met another guy
Oh yeah.
in the casino too.
Oh, that's funny. And I remember Mary Alice because she worked. She was a dealer too. She was
a
dealing.
dealer,
Yeah. Yeah, for a long time.
She still knows how to
Do those cards?
mix the cards.
She's handy.
Yeah, nice. She does a good job. I told Aaron the other day because he was playing cards over here with us, and we don't know how to do what she does. I said, Aaron, you should go to the casino to learn like your mother did.
Well, and so then you were here and then your husband, you guys decided to build this house.
Yeah, I was after my husband didn't want.
Oh,
it.
he didn't want to?
He didn't want to leave the ranch. I said, I don't care to be in a ranch. I like to be in the city. I was brought up in a city. So we bought this and we made.
And you guys built it from scratch. Yeah. You kind of helped design it, even, right? Didn't your husband?
No,
you had a plan, but I mean,
Yeah.
you did details. It was custom, I think, very custom. But
Yeah,
so that all worked out.
Like the ceiling and things like that.
Yeah, it's nice,
Yeah.
very nice. And you added this on though at one time.
It's
you
a
did.
big.
You added the little, this used to stop here, didn't it? Didn't you add that room right
Yeah,
here?
that was a porch. Yeah, and then my husband decided not like this is better.
A little bigger.
Yeah, I always want to bigger. Yeah.
And do you have? Some of those things are from your parents?
No, just was from my parents. Is that?
Oh, the gold.
Yeah, the one.
Go ahead.
Okay.
This is the end.
the overview. It says, "What has provided you the greatest satisfaction in life?"
That's a hard question.
I know. Well, I have my children that I love very much, my grandchildren, things like that.
How many grandchildren?
I have 12 grandchildren, and great grandchildren. I have quite a few. Yeah.
You don't even.
How many?
Oh,
I'd have to
Kevin,
count.
Kevin and Jamie. Altogether, they have 6.
Okay.
And Jamie
6.
has 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 boys and 2 girls. And I like the names they have. It's like Julia.
Do they have a Julia?
No, they
Oh.
have Mary, Cecilia, Joseph, and Jack.
Oh,
Nice
really?
name. For me, it's nice.
It's all the family.
Yeah.
That's
And Kevin has a little girl and a little boy. The little boy is Josiah.
Oh,
And
Josiah.
and the girl is Eleanor.
Oh, Eleanor's a nice
So
old
those are
fashioned
6. And Daniel Willie
name. Yeah.
has 4 girls.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he has 4 girls.
So that's 10.
And 2 of them has 3 children. 3, 4, 5. So altogether, this guy. And then Kathy Sue has a
3.
little girl that she's taking care of, Kelly.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's Stacy's little
she's
girl?
so cute, yeah. She's a cute little small.
How old is she?
She's already 5 years old.
Oh
yeah.
my God. I didn't ask.
Dave,
Is that the other? Just Daniel?
Daniel. The 2. Edward doesn't have
Oh,
children.
Edward doesn't?
No, he can't have children.
Oh.
When he was in the army,
Yeah.
he got something happened to him, and they said that he could never have children. But Elizabeth doesn't mind his wife. She has a good she has a good she has a good degree in something she works in.
Oh.
Yeah, university. And well, the other one was married, divorced, he never got married again. It's just Daniel and Kathy Sue.
And Kathy Sue. And then of course Carlos has 2.
Carlos has 2, yeah.
You know, Michael has 4.
That's what
We're losing count.
The girls are very old. They're all. Amy's already a teacher.
Oh yeah,
she's a middle school teacher.
She teaches in
the Bay,
in
somewhere.
San Francisco. She loves it. And Stephanie, she's getting a degree in nursing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in Los Angeles. She's been doing a lot of things. She has a lot of degrees in bachelor's degrees in certain things.
Yeah.
And now she decided to go and take. She's been doing what she wants to do, but now she says she told me that she's very happy that she's 2 years she'll be a registered nurse.
Oh wow!
And she can go. I think she would like to go in the doctors, but I think she had a hard time getting this, so she went to the nursing. Yeah.
More moms in there.
And Emily, she finished high school, college. Now she's living with her father. Her father he bought a duplex, a condominium.
Yeah.
He bought it by the hospital where he lives, where
really?
he works.
Yeah.
That way he doesn't have to go too far to sleep every day. He
Yeah.
goes back and forth, home
Right.
and there. And Emily's with him right now. She's taking
Wait a minute. Is it in Stockton or in Sacramento?
Sacramento.
Oh.
I
didn't know.
Where's Mercy's Hospital?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where he works. And she already finished her college degree. But I think she's tutoring in some university, and she works voluntarily in the hospital in the emergency.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she works voluntarily, and she wants to go to get into school, but now she's doing that.
Yeah. Take a break.
Why not?
That's what she wants. She wants to take a break.
That's what she's doing, taking a break. But she entertains herself. She tutors, and she works in the hospital voluntarily. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Volunteer. She volunteers in the
volunteer.
hospital. Oh,
Yeah.
In the emergency room.
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. And it's the hospital that her father works, so everybody knows that she's Dr. Miguel's daughter, Mr. Dr. Borges.
Yeah.
And then you already said, so you have quite a few great grandchildren.
And Paul
Yes.
went to down there where little Richie's go.
Oh, Cal Poly?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
And he already met little Richie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and he says he likes him.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. They didn't know one another, they're still cousins, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, a lot of interesting things in the world.
How would you say the world has changed since you were young?
A lot. I can't even explain it. So much. From my time to this time, I did it. I'm the time from the Depression to the... Well, I never went through hard times. Never. But I saw a lot of hard times, yeah. A lot of hard times. Even in the old country, your mother knows. We used to have neighbors, they were so poor things. Yeah.
Well, I know
Sometimes,
yeah.
Joe, my son, was a good friend with a neighbor, and they used to go to school together. And sometimes he used to come after the lunch. They used to come home to lunch. I said, "Fernand, what did you eat?" He says, "Oh, my mother didn't have nothing to give me." Yeah, I used to give him a little something, and the neighbors used to give a lot to them. Ciruelas, they had the name wasn't Ciruelas, but they called them ciruelas. Yeah, your mother knows about that. Yeah, there was a lot of very poor people.